Holy shit.
Doing, have you?
Hello, I need to speak to somebody who can speak a Chinese.
I am.
Hello, how you doing? Sao anh đi hả?
Yeah.
Say hả?
你要怎么样?
Đó mà, xong đi không? Điểm lắm đướm.
Huh?
Ta đừng nắc đưa qua.
I don't understand what you tell me.
No, look here, I speak a Vietnamese.
Yeah, what you need?
The shit, I need to make order today.
What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Kneel before Zod!
A new age has begun. An age of freedom.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Ready that, motherfucker!
What's up, guys? Did that peek through your speakers? I saw some eyes cringing when
I miss that sound so much.
Oh, man. What's going on? Yes, this is Ice tonight. I'll be bringing you Friday Night Freedom for tonight's festivities due to the fact that I had some comms issues last night, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and fucking make it up. Get out of here, fucking Minx. You're not doing this shit, so. What a week. It's been busy.
It has been.
It's been a fucking crazy ass week. Yeah, so we're you guys should be seeing us do WTF Nation Radio shared on U.S. Army WTF moments because I like to change it up a little bit. But
Hey-o.
hey ho. Yeah. So it would appear that there was a second shooter. What else? Shot through the front of his throat, through the windshield. What else?
Jesus.
The LBJ was a member of the fucking KKK.
Oh, who would have thought of that?
Who would have thought that the guy who was one of the key leaders of the civil rights movement would be also a closet fucking ass member of the KKK?
Yeah.
But wasn't there like shit that he said, like when he was president, that was kind of like, whoa.
I don't know. I'm just reading some of the clip notes of all the conspiracy theories and people going off, and I'm thinking, wow, okay.
I mean, he did make this statement that we have to make sure that the American people believe that Lee Harvey Oswald killed JFK.
Yeah, exactly.
That he did this.
Yep. Yeah. So. Also, the agent, he went to Mexico 4 months prior, so there's a lot of stuff still sifting through, but it's just some of the clip notes. Man, I wonder if President Trump's going to release the aliens ones.
Those are the ones I really want to see.
Yeah, WTF Nation Radio on the air.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. So, I'm watching right now, and I heard like you guys say there's 2 shooters.
Yeah. You don't believe the hype?
Well, 2 shooters from in Las Vegas or something.
No, dude.
Oh.
No, we're talking about some no, wrong conspiracy theory, bro. We're talking about fucking Kennedy.
Oh,
JFK, way before your time. This is like more my time.
The 2-shooter conspiracy theory from 1963, not from 2017.
Yeah.
So you say there's 2 shooters?
Oh, yeah, that's what the papers were released. They released the documents, and they said that Kennedy was shot through the windshield in the front of the fucking neck. That's why he grabbed his shit, which everybody knew, even though everybody said that he was shot in the back. So the conclusion was there was 2 shooters, and then the page trailed off. That was another page that wasn't highlighted.
If you watch the video, his head snaps back into the right.
Yeah. So yeah, he got.
Police only recovered 1 rifle though.
What's that? No, of course they're gonna recover one rifle, dude. If it's an assassination orchestrated probably by the KGB, is what it's looking like.
Yeah, because I mean, they said they placed a phone call to the agent in charge of the KGB for assassinations.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was an office for that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't. Welcome to KGB Assassinations Bureau. Would you like to make you kill president? Press 1. So you didn't think it was funny? You don't even know who the KGB is, man? Are you high as fuck or something?
Nah.
You don't know who the KGB is? Damn, dude. You really rocking the reefer right now, aren't you?
KGB. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
You are.
I want whatever he's on.
Dude, you're high as
Wait a minute.
fuck, man. I want some of that shit. I think you go ahead and send it to the home office at the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence in San Antonio, and send them shits off. And damn, dude, it's crazy.
All right, y'all say I sound young as hell, dude. How old are you?
14.
You're 14. What are you doing? What are you doing calling this fucking number, dude? You listen to us at 14 years old?
Yeah.
All right, and you're high, right? Are you stoned?
No.
No, you're just embarrassed. Is this the first time you ever called us before?
Yeah.
Okay, well, welcome to the show. Now I have to I can't cuss at a minor and stuff over the line. Can I say that stuff? I mean, it's just like trolling somebody on freaking
well, I mean,
on video games and shit.
Cuss at my kids.
You don't cuss? Is that what you're saying, or you don't care? Oh.
I don't care if you swear.
Oh, okay. You don't care if I swear.
His dad must be infantry.
What is your dad in the military?
He was in the Navy.
Like I said, was he in the military?
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you, man. So go ahead and tell us about this two-shooter theory that you think was going on in Vegas. I want to hear it from the mouth of Babe. So what do you think is up?
Well, when they interviewed the brother,
Yeah.
now he's acting fucking weird as shit.
Yeah.
Now, probably just because his brother just killed like a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But people, news media are like starting to say like he was part of it.
Trying to say that
It makes no sense.
Trying to say that he's part of it or not. Well, I mean, is he or is he not part of it? Do you think he is?
I don't know.
So
his wife and kids says that he was at their house, but the media is saying different.
So what about Jesus Campos? What about him? Do you think Jesus was involved?
Hell yeah, dude. Jesus is a fucking killer, dude.
You think he was involved?
Yeah, no, I'm just fucking with you.
I don't know. It's
I
kind
don't
of.
know. He took one for the team.
He did. Not only
Took
that,
a shot to the leg and
Yeah.
said, "Hey, I'm out."
yeah, took a shot to the leg, called a cop. But you know what's kind of funny though? So do you think the Mandalay Bay was doing their best to hide all that shit? That's why he only appeared on Ellen, because Ellen was doing shows and spots for the Mandalay Bay because she was getting money from the Mandalay Bay, and that was the only reason why he was on Ellen, was because they were in cahoots with the Mandalay Bay. Do you think that whole sounds too? I mean, this is not the show to do it, because this is Jay Reddy's shtick. This is Jay Reddy stuff, not me, but you know what I mean.
Dude, I didn't even know that.
You didn't know that? Wow. See. Wow.
Remember, I don't have cable, so I don't.
No. That's just old. It's just old business sense. You know what I mean? It's just those guys. You got to remember all those freaking. You got to remember. I was around. I was going to Vegas when I was this kid's age. When you're not supposed to be, going to Vegas at this kid's age, you just sat in the fucking parking lot while your parents went to go gamble. That's all you fucking did. You didn't. There was no fucking multi-kid area. Circus was the only place you could go to, and it was heavily fucking watched. You could not. Actually, it wasn't really heavily watched because kids would be walking around there all the time, and you'd hear the fucking the noises of the fucking. Have you ever been to Vegas, man?
Yeah.
Do you live in Vegas?
No, I live in Washington.
Washington State or Washington D.C.?
Washington State.
Oh, okay. Does it make you mad when people say that shit and say, "Hey, look," when they see Washington, you think that's? Are you awake? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. So the whole thing is that her connection, Ellen DeGeneres, her connection to the MGM Resorts was due to the fact that she was connected to it. She's connected to MGM. So it's basically everything that has, like, she has casinos. She literally has slot machines in the Mandalay Bay that are fucking Ellen. They're Ellen fucking casinos, like slot machines, so like video game poker or something like that. So
Damn.
And so the whole thing is that, you know, obviously MGM is exposed to a massive liability lawsuit, and then it puts Jesus right there in frickin' right in the beginning of the shooting, right before the LVPD was called.
But would you consider Ellen like the modern day Oprah? Because remember, Oprah used to get all the hard to get guests and everything else. So is like Ellen the new Oprah?
I think.
Yes.
Nah, I think Ellen. I think Ellen is, because she is a shareholder for MGM and has slot machines there, is a fucking crazy coincidence. And I think she's a fifth shooter. There you go.
Are you sure you're not smoking something yet?
No, this kid, you give me a contact high, bro. So you can just give me your first. You can give me your first name. That's cool. You can give me your first name. What's your first name? You don't have to say. What do you want to go by?
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Okay. Are you related to D-Max? Anyways,
No.
No, he's not.
Last name Jeremy, first name Ron.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about Jeremy. I'm talking
No.
about D-Max. His name's Jeremy. Anyways, so that's what my conspiracy thing is. The reason why he only came on to Ellen was due to the fact, and it's because of the connection that she has with MGM. That's the only reason why I think that. And she just managed to snag the interview. I wonder how much he got paid off to say, because he even said, this is the only interview that I'm going to do and all this other shit. Do you think he got bank? Do you think he got paid? Jeremy? Maybe. You don't think he got paid?
No, man.
You don't think so? You don't think he got paid off to say just a little bit of shit and then that they took him off? And then that's it? You're never going to hear what's going to happen to him again?
No.
Do you think it's fucking shady, the fact that he would just immediately was supposed to do an interview with Fox News, and then all of a sudden he fucking disappeared the night of?
Yeah, he did. That's
I
weird.
did.
You didn't know that? Come on, are you not? Come on, man. You're supposed to be up on this shit. You're supposed to help me out here, man.
I don't fucking watch the news.
You don't watch the news? You're not informed in the world. Do you smoke cannabis? You can submit it.
We won't tell your
we
parents.
won't tell your
promise.
parents. We won't tell your parents and all other 1 million people that are listening right now. But you don't smoke cannabis? And it's okay if you say you smoke cannabis. You don't. It expands your mind, man. It opens up your mind to other stuff and allows you to think. No, I can't say that, man. You're just 14, dude. I can't say that shit. I'd be fucking advocating the delinquency of a minor just by saying that shit. So real quick,
I was just about to say,
yeah. So let me just go ahead and
everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
There you go. We had to do that disclaimer so that way U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio will not be held liable, nor will the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence be held liable for any comments or any actions that you conduct on yourself after you hang up the phone and conduct our transaction over the phone. There you go. Thank you.
All right.
You don't have to hang up, man. You good?
Yeah.
You good? So what are you doing tonight, man? It's Friday night, bro. What you gonna do?
I'm actually gonna go to the recruiting office.
You're going to the recruiting office, man. You're too young, bro.
No, I'm gonna be a ROTC, dude.
You're gonna do JROTC? Is that what you're gonna do? Why do you want to do that, man? Just go through high school. Are you in school right now?
Yeah.
You're hesitant. Are you in school right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how are your grades looking?
Good.
Good.
A's.
All right.
So we have an intel officer.
So yeah, I'm about to say. So you have okay. What's your Let's see. What's your grade point average?
You know.
You don't know. Then how?
What, are you a freshman?
What?
Yeah, he has to be
I'm
a
in 8th
freshman.
grade.
Oh, you're in 8th grade, dude.
Oh,
Damn.
yes.
All right. Well, okay, cool. We got, dude. The phone lines are blowing up. Either they want to talk to you, or they want to freaking, you know, or people are trying to cut in here on this conspiracy theory stuff. So, hey, keep listening and thanks for giving us a call, man. All right, man. Have a good one. Damn. What the fuck?
Is that what I'm looking forward to in 2 years?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Oh, fuck my life.
Oh my god. Damn. I honestly thought he was related to the Stoners. I thought maybe it was one of our guys from the green room, fucking one of the kids or something like that.
I mean, he sounds like a smart kid if he, joins. Good luck to you if you at the recruiter's office. For
Yeah. And, well, at least he was kind of cool by not admitting a lot of stuff over the air. So I'm just saying.
Plausible deniability. Good job, kid.
Deniability. That's right. 8th grade, dude. 8th grade. I should have called Baby Ice over here to talk to him. They could have shared,
I should have got my son, but he's not home. So
I was gonna say, Minnie Mud stepped into the studio here.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have had her talk to him.
Fucking A. So reading all the other papers and stuff. So what else did you find out of the Kennedy reveal?
Oh my god, dude. Let me minimize Mom's face because she just popped up.
Indeed.
Hi, Mom.
Oh yeah.
Admittingly, having the exploding seashells and poison swimming suits for Fidel Castro.
interesting.
Yeah, I don't get that. I really don't get that.
Well, the problem, they couldn't use the exploding seashells because there wasn't any seashells large enough in that area that could hold enough explosives to kill them.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
but it's Cuba. It's Cuba. I was stationed there. They got conch. Conch shells are pretty good.
Who are you stationed there with, Fidel?
WTF Nation Radio, you're on there. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? Who is this?
This is Ice.
And Mud.
Ice who?
Ice.
Vanilla Ice?
Nope.
Not,
Ice,
you like a
Ice,
first
baby.
sergeant or something?
I would say that the revelation of my Persec would reveal what my rank is, but yeah, I dibble and dabble at that rank.
Oh, do you really? You know who this is, don't you?
No.
You don't know?
No.
Really? This is old GI.
Oh shit, dude! Holy crap!
Man, I'm like 100 years old and shit. I bet you have a
dude.
birthday, man. Nobody
Fuck,
called me.
man.
You know, it's like, what the fuck?
God damn, dude! I have not heard from you in a long fucking time. What you been up to, man?
Well, I quit drinking, but I'm drinking tonight. Other than that, I'm having a good time. How you been doing, man?
Dude, man, I've been fucking just working and fucking, doing this shit. You know the deal, man. Just fucking hanging out, making sure we spread the word.
I hear you.
So what's up with the what's up with the Kennedy shit, man? Did you read any of the Kennedy shit happening?
Yeah, I read a little bit of it, and over the years, I was born in '65.
Yeah.
Over the years, I've heard all kind of damn, I don't know, theories and all this kind of crap. I heard that, Lee Harvey Oswald was in the Marine Corps, and that's where he learned to shoot. But then I've also heard he wasn't worth a shit in the Marine Corps. So have you heard anything about that?
Yeah, I heard about yes, we did hear about that too.
Yeah.
I just think that it's almost like saying somebody who was a shit fucking soldier, you're giving the guy credit, if that makes any sense. So
well, that's the thing, is that they pulled his shooting scores, and it was 38 and 39 out of 40 at 200 yards.
Well, the thing about that is, back in the day, it was cross-legged shooting, over-the-shoulder shooting. It was a lot different than, just pop-up targets.
Yep.
So, I'm still I'm getting into it now. Just kind of find out what went on, but I don't think we'll ever really know. I know his brother turned out to be a piece of shit.
Yeah, I was also thinking the fact that it was some of the details of how Kennedy was hit was kind of was kind of like, it was almost like, well, no shit, we all knew that. Let's get to the next one. You know what I mean? So,
right.
You know,
Yeah,
so we
I was
all.
thinking the same thing.
I mean,
Well, anyway, I got to go. I got to go make a beer run.
All right,
or a
brother,
beer
man.
walk, other.
All right, man.
Hey, it was good talking to you guys.
too, man.
And
Long time
hey,
out here,
give me
man.
a call sometime.
Fuck yeah, man.
I'm still alive. I'm doing pretty good. Went through a bad divorce and the death of my son, but I'm doing great.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing better, man. We'll
Yeah,
catch
man.
up.
Yeah.
We miss you.
Well, I miss you too, and every now and then I check in with you guys. You don't know I'm doing it. I go by the name of Raptor 7. If anybody knows what that means.
Gotcha.
I'm just kidding with you guys.
You fucker.
Well, listen, Stacy Black and Ross Golden just gave me thumbs up, and Ross just told me I got a face for radio. But anyway, hey, call me back, man. I'm gonna get a little rest tonight, and I'll call in tomorrow. You guys give me a holler.
All right, man.
All right, OG. Yeah, you
All right,
take it easy, buddy.
brother.
Hey, you too. It was good talking to you guys.
Yeah, you too.
You have a good one.
Yep, have a good one.
All right, you too.
Oh, man. Yeah,
That was awesome to hear
yeah,
from
that was
the old GI.
man. I have not heard from GI forever.
I've spoken to him in messaging and stuff back and forth, but he sounds really good.
He does sound real good. Sounds I always thought I was getting trolled from in there. Do you know who this is? I'm like, oh my god, they finally found out who I was. I was like, oh fuck it, yes I am. No, just kidding. I was ready to go. Fuck it, fuck yeah, yes I'm so and so. But it didn't happen. So
he sounds great.
He does. He sounds real good. So continue their mud with the
They were even talking about hiring the mafia to go after Fidel Castro.
Now, do you think that Frank Sinatra? Do you think they should see what's up with Frank Sinatra?
Yeah,
like
of course.
maybe Frank Sinatra had something involved with hanging out with, because he hung out with Kennedy a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
And I want to know Maryland details.
Ooh.
And you know he ran around with Hugh Hefner too.
That too. So I mean, it's one of those things that you kind of like, I wonder, because everybody knows that the ultimate in freaking. Well, I would just say this is that everybody who talks about what's been going on in the news lately, and then here we got Kennedy. If you really want to go back to the woo woo woos of improprieties, then you want to go all the way back to Kennedy. I mean, I would love to see what some of the documents are and shit like that. How come we didn't invite her in? How come we, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Well, besides the JFK files, there were other files. I'm still digging to try to find them, but investigations involving Martin Luther King. It wasn't just JFK files.
Mm-hmm.
Also, some of the Watergate stuff was released. I'm still trying to dig into the National Archives, and if you've ever been on their website, it's a freaking nightmare.
It is. Yeah, I'm curious to see what else is going to come out. Oh, we also real quick, we want to announce the winner of the Hero Apparel United Hero Apparel T-shirt. And it was Kenny Dennis for throwing the most mad fucking baller ass gif on there. What would it be like to drink with us? And apparently, I don't know who that. It looks like a dude with a beard, doesn't it? Running with the LGBT flag. Doesn't it look like a dude with a beard? Who is that?
Is that Jay Reddy?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying.
I mean, I wouldn't deny Jay Reddy would do something like that.
Yeah, it would be awesome. So, and then there's a bunch of dudes in the background dancing. That's what the GIF was. So, congratulations, Kenny Dennis on the T-shirt from our friends at United Hero Apparel. I had to throw that shout out so that way, or else the PAO would have stomped on my nuts about it. Yes.
Oh, also speaking of that, if you look at that picture, the person on the left side of that picture, that really does look like Jay Reddy without a beard. And it kind of freaked me out after I seen it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Way to go for blasting some fucking Persec out there. Oh wait, does he care? I mean, he doesn't give a shit, does he? About having his picture out there? I mean, he kind of he doesn't.
Who?
Care. Jay Reddy, he doesn't care, right?
I mean, you're
don't know.
Oh,
you're front and center with them first sergeant stripes.
yeah, I know. Well, narrows it down that there's luckily for me there's several thousand first sergeants in the army that I could sit there and be
imitate
and regurgitate and discuss eight. Disgustinate of the contractual eights. So also, oh man, some of the fucking news here is going. It's kind of going crazy as well about this. Apparently, there's an object. No, fuck that. Let's talk about something else. That's Jay Reddy stuff. He talks about that stuff. The crazy weird shit fucking. But real quick, astronomers have discovered a mystery object outside our solar system that's flying into it, and they don't know what it is.
Starship Enterprise is coming back finally?
No way, dude. It's a Death Star, man.
Oh, yeah, good point.
But anyways, so let's talk about some other shit. You guys remember when I said, hey, I boycott fucking Major League Baseball because that little dude fucking took a knee, right? During the national anthem.
Yeah.
And I don't want to talk about this stuff. I've already boycotted the fucking NFL because they can't make up their mind. It would appear that the kid was told, because apparently after that there was no other incidences of him or anybody else kneeling before the national anthem. So I think somebody probably jerked a knot in his ass and said, dude, you better fucking stand up for the rest of the games because you're making us look already bad as we are because we're the Oakland A's. And so once that was brought up to my attention and research was provided to me, I've lifted my boycott from Major League Baseball. Go Dodgers. So anyways, so that kid that fucking knelt before the national anthem, his name was Bruce Maxwell, and he was a catcher for the Oakland A's. Come to find out that he supposedly was denied service because someone was trying to make it racial, and really the whole thing was that and because he was told it was racial, and because it was him kneeling, which that wasn't the case. So the waiter, this was at a restaurant, by the way. That's what it was. He was denied service at a restaurant, getting served beer due to the fact that it was racial, and it was because the waiter said that he was kneeling. So that's the whole thing of it was. So that wasn't the case though. The waiter spoke up and said, "Hey, he's outright lying. This is very upsetting because he was given full service. I didn't even know who Bruce Maxwell was. This guy didn't even know who he was." And this all started because I carded his friend who wanted to order a beer. So this was in Alabama, and Alabama, everybody goes to jail, and fucking businesses lose license when you sell underage. Big time. Kind of funny because they're all about moonshine, but that's another story.
Yeah, like straight jail time there.
Yeah. No, it is straight jail time. I mean, everybody, the business can get fined, the liquor license can get lost, and the individual who allowed it to happen could get fucking busted. So he's like, "Hey man, you're fucking serve him a drink." He's like, no. And then one of his friends goes, "Do you know?" And what he's saying, he's like, he asked me, "Do you know who Bruce Maxwell was?" He's like, And he told me, yeah, exactly. And he told me that I was making everyone feel uncomfortable and nobody was paying attention to them. And so I didn't know anything about him or the kneeling. All I know is that a friend of mine 15 years ago lost his job for serving someone a drink who appeared to be underage. So if anybody looks under 30, I'm going to card them. Simple enough, right?
Well, now it's even like tougher because when I was bartending, like whether they're underage or whatever, and you don't card them, and like here in Texas, TABC, they walk in, you don't card them, you lose your fucking job. Not only lose your job, they can press charges against you.
Yeah, they can. So again, he said that he was hanging out with a councilman is what it was. And so the councilman complained to the restaurant's manager about him being uncomfortable. And then the manager's like, "Yeah, okay, whatever. It's no big deal, whatever." And that's when everybody started fucking flipping out. And then, the guy wanted a beer, but his ID was not valid. So I told him absolutely not to give it to him. We can go to jail in the state of Alabama. And then his friend was creating all the fuss. So it wasn't the guy that did it. It was his friend. And
Gotcha.
then
Yeah, I mean, his buddy even followed him into the kitchen.
yeah, I was about to say his buddy followed him
Wow.
into the kitchen to say, "Hey, man, don't you know who this guy is?" And that's really the whole drama, is that this fucking baseball player wanted some props for being who he was, and he even said none of us even knew who this baseball player was. I told him I had no idea. Well, who was he going on about? Who's this dude? I love it. I would have loved to be sitting there watching this shit happening of this fucking entitled piece of shit baseball player jumping up and down and flipping his shit. Well, actually, it wasn't the baseball player, but it was it was his friend. And so now it made a big deal because the guy said, yeah, it was racial and it was all this. And then the guy's like, what the hell are you doing, man? And then, of course, because it's Alabama, everyone's like, oh, well, it's because, see, I told you Alabama's racist. You know, they're trying to throw that fucking card in there. No need to.
That's
No need
fucked up.
to.
Because, like, here in Texas, when I was bartending, like, I could refuse. I had the right to refuse service to anyone.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter the reason. I just fucking
Yeah.
refuse them service, and I could not lose my job.
Yeah. Well, what's kind of funny is that, okay, Bruce Maxwell, this guy is a catcher, okay?
I don't even know who he is.
He's a
Like,
catcher for the
I mean,
Oakland. Well, that's because he's the Oakland A's. And who's not playing in the World Series? Not the Oakland A's.
He's a catcher.
He's a catcher. Hi. The phone's gonna blow up in a minute. So he became the first and only Major League Baseball player to kneel during the national anthem.
cookies for him.
Well, no, saying, but he's the only one. So everyone kind of looked at him like, dude, what are you, fucking nut? It's kind of funny, like, yeah, let's do this. And then everyone's like going, yeah, okay, I'm going to do it. All right, yeah. I'm going to kneel. All right, yeah. And then everyone's watching him kneel. I love it. But
It's funny, though.
But what makes me mad is that he's the son of a U.S. Army veteran. And he was, he was born and raised overseas. And he said the reason why he did it, again, of course, was not to disrespect the military, but to draw attention to the racial divide that is being practiced from the highest power. Now, let's analyze that. Highest power. Major League Baseball is the highest power of baseball, right?
Okay.
He is of African American descent, right? I don't
know.
I don't see him really not being
Oppressed?
divided, if that makes any sense. He divided himself. I love talking this shit on fucking other days other than Sarge's time.
When you're the only one doing something,
yeah,
it's not a division.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a division.
You're doing it by yourself because you want
attention.
Yeah, you want attention. You want attention.
Wait, all I could think about is that meme, and the guy's got his hands out like this.
Yeah.
And he's like, here's the attention that you wanted.
Well, unless you're subjected to it, you won't feel it. That's what he said. I'm very respectful. I'm very educated, and it still happens to me this day. So that's the reason I kneel.
But the football players are doing it.
Yeah, whatever. So anyways, go Dodgers. Last night was an awesome game. It was the night before last in the World Series. Badass. Good shit. That was like a home run derby.
You're welcome for Verlander, by the way.
Yeah, whatever. So, D-Max, relax your shit. Stop that crap. Take it to a PM. But, anyways, what is the, what was the next thing about that? Let me see. The other story that was going to pull up that was kind of crazy was this. Okay, now we had a discussion about this earlier. But
Oh, yes.
Apparently, well, which one? We're talking about Spain or we're talking about the farm? We're talking about Big Farm, right?
I thought you were talking about Big Farm.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about Big Farm too. So Big Farm, check this out. A billionaire drug company founder is charged with bribing doctors to prescribe opioids, all right?
You don't say.
No, go figure. So this dude is busted, all right? And his this guy's pretty fucking well off. He's the founder of Insys Therapeutics, founded several years ago. Man, it was listed in Forbes to be worth $2.4 billion. And that's how much it's worth. So he's worth a lot of loot. So, a group of his colleagues were charged with pushing prescriptions for the highly addictive drugs at the same day that President Trump said that it was declared the opioid crisis a national public health emergency. I didn't know when he said he had a family member that was going through that shit. That was fucking crazy when he said that. So, the case naming this dude, his name was, what is his name? John N. Kapoor, follows indictments against the company's former CEO and other executives and managers on allegations that they provided kickbacks to doctors to prescribe potent opioid spray called Subsys amid a drug epidemic that is claiming thousands of lives each year. All right, so here's the deal about this. Only can I can actually say this because I from experience. All right, just freaking from experience. I worked for a big farm before, and there is no need to bribe. Doctors are lying. I'm not making a case, for Big Farm. I'm just telling you what I saw when I worked Big Farm, and I had seen doctors lining up during these pharmaceutical events, or it would invite pharmaceutical executives and doctors when they have big parties and shit, and you'd be shocked at the amount of networking and sidebar discussions to get free shit.
Like pens and Post-it notes, right?
Oh yeah, of course, and sports bags.
Yes, and the cool clipboards.
Yeah, of course.
That have the calculators on it.
Yeah, that's right. That that a very young woman is giving to them, and they're lining up. So the pharmaceutical company would invite doctors, and it would just be an invitation to include DEA officials to talk about, hey, this is our gross earnings. You should do this. You should do that. We're introducing this new type of drug, and this drug is going to be doing this. This drug's doing that. And then next thing you know, there'd be social hour, and then after the awards presentation, it'd become a big giant hookers, and it would be a cocaine fest, is what it would be. Yeah, it would be again. It'd be a big deal where you have all the pharmaceutical executives and the doctors making their side deals, and deals sometimes right there in hand, like right there, making fucking offers so that way they can get free shit. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air. Jeremy, is this you again?
No.
Who's this? Yeah, this is Jeremy again. What you want? Go on. You come on. You're calling in the middle of a serious point, and we had other people calling. So go. What's up? What you need? You finally got something to say? You fucking hook up. So, when these deals were happening, it was my job to go and ensure that the deals were happening, if that makes any sense. And it is one of those things to where it was pretty fucking sick to see. Not sick, because I didn't know at the time. I was young when I worked for the pharmaceutical. I didn't know what was happening. I thought I was helping them out. Hell yeah, doctors want to get new medicines and all this other shit. These new type of medicines that have cane at the end of it, oid at the end of it. I don't know what the hell they were when I was growing up. And it was one of those things to where you didn't have to bribe a doctor to push their shit. If there was a painkiller that a doctor did not have to provide or pay for at his practice, he'd be more than happy to fucking take it. What, you gonna give me how many painkillers are you gonna fucking give me? If you throw it, and pharmaceutical companies, just like any other, they want to make a dime. So I was told not to push generics. I was told to push name brand. And then, the whole company ended up going generic anyways afterwards. But the point being is that I find it both a fucking circle of shit there, because the doctors don't want to fucking pay for all those medicines and all those pharmaceuticals, and purposely go, and even the pharmaceuticals, it's almost like it's like the SHOT Show. The guys who organize the SHOT Show and the guys who are fucking obviously going to go there and bring all their wares to the SHOT Show. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a big gun event. It's a firearms extravaganza.
It is the gun event.
It is the gun event of the Welt, and it's pretty badass. But firearms manufacturers will bring all their weapons, they'll bring all their shit, and they'll lay it out. And
It's the Detroit Auto Show of guns.
It's like SEMA. I don't even know what SEMA means, but it's like the SEMA show for guns. So, one of those things is that the same thing happens at these pharmaceutical fucking events. They pick certain doctors, like boards of physicians and boards of, and like I said, I know this because I've worked for Big Pharma before, and they show up. They'll have a big event. It's all big, and we want to welcome our partners, Chamber of Commerce's, and everybody's in this shit. Everyone's clapping, going, yes, indeed, that's a very fine pharmaceutical. They're contributing to the community. That type of shit.
Your free sample bag is underneath your chair.
And that's exactly it. Your sample bag is, freaking of everything. My job was to ensure that those sample bags were insured and looked at and tasted, pretty much.
Yeah, and that was back when, the foil packs, the popper packs, doctors had them and passed them out like candy.
Yeah, it's almost kind of like condoms that are handed out in the fucking TMC. How they're just in a big bowl of shit. Hey, what's up, Andy? The same thing. They're big bowls of fucking, would you like to try this new stuff right here? It improves this, it improves that, it improves that. Well, I mean, do you want to feel like your leg's not there instead of feeling pain? Yeah, I want to take it. And that's how bad it is. That's how fucking, looking back, like I said, it was pretty sick. I paid great. I didn't know I was doing a good job. I mean, I obviously was doing the big farm's bidding, but I was a kid, I didn't know that shit. And then after you gave names and after copious amounts of alcohol and copious amounts of bringing individuals to those doctors that would probably like to talk to them for the rest of the night, then that's when I get their information. Hey, remember we saw you here at this fucking place, and hang on, what's going on here? Yeah, let's go do this, let's go do that. Hey, so and so would like you to blah blah blah, like have a meeting for next week, and I'd write it down. Yep, okay, thank you. And I would be the guy walking around with a fucking with a clipboard, fucking taking all these doctors' informations, and then I give it to my boss. My boss would give it to whoever was involved in that, and then that's it. My biggest issue was that I thought, because I worked in a large pharmaceutical corporation, I thought I was doing good. You're making medicine. You are saying this will make you feel better, not knowing or realizing, I guess, that it could be abused. I mean, come on, like I said, I was young, didn't know.
You were just told not to sample any of the samples. Well, and that's the thing. I'm freaking. What's one of my things that I mean, there was a mandatory drug, because where I worked was in the schedule department, so all the, like I said, all the canes and the oids and the EMs and the fiends, they were all in the schedule part. So name your anything that said oxy in front of it, I was in charge of some of that stuff before I was elevated to the Wrangler, I guess you would say. Dum, dum, dum.
Dum, dum, dum. And again, I looked at this fucking article and it said, guys, fucking. Again, I am not saying that this guy was good or bad. I'm just reading the article off of he was bribing doctors to use his medicine, and I'm telling you right now, it is not a bribe. These guys are fucking there. These guys want to get the deal. They want to get cheap shit. For the fucking bottom line, a doctor will not fucking have his practice pay a lot of fucking overhead. And if he can get free shit, and if he's part of the pharmaceutical, it's almost like how, yeah, you push my shit, and I'll give you a deal if you only use my shit. And doctor's like, fuck yeah, dude, I want to get a deal.
And for those of you that don't understand, basically, the doctor will give you like 3 pills of, like, let's just throw the Muscle Relaxer Ultram out there. He'll give you 3 free Ultram. Hey, take these. If it works, call me back in a couple days. Which he knows it's going to work. Call me back in a couple days, I'll write you a full script for it.
Yeah.
And you can go pick it up. Boom. All of a sudden, that script hits the system, and it pings and goes, Dr. So-and-so wrote a script for this.
Yeah,
Dr. So-and-so wrote a script for that.
Yep.
Because the drug companies track which doctors write the scripts because they have to fulfill the order. Correct?
Well, it's a little bit more. Again, it's a little bit more complicated than that. It's a little bit more complicated. Like I said, I've working my experience in the in that industry. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen there is good in it, and like I said, I've seen the bad. I've seen the bad in it. What's up, J-Rated? How you been, man?
What's up, mister?
What you doing? You sound good on the mic, dude. You got some new shit. Your shit's up.
Just actually, I'm running out of Thunderbolt 2. So
nice. Oh, you sound pretty good.
Thank you. It's dynamic.
It sounds
my,
dynamic and good.
My low end is delish.
Ugh. So you're here to throw some of your comments about Big Pharma and the pharmaceutical being accused of bribing.
Oh, 1,000, 1 million within my soul. No, that's true.
Have you experienced it as a user or as the
Yeah.
I mean, when I say user, as the individual who has received that
end user.
The end user. I don't want to make it sound like, when you hear people have a negative connotation when you say user, you know what I mean? So so you see, what was your experience when you saw it at that end?
So there was this doctor, and I'm not afraid to say her fucking name anymore because she's disbarred. Not disbarred.
Her license and her practice
yeah,
has been revoked. Yeah.
She got the boot. Well, she was feeding an individual very close to me. This is so I don't see how this person's not dead. So this one doctor was prescribing this person 120 Percocets.
Damn.
120 Norco.
Ooh.
Xanax bars. Ambien, Adderall. Let's see, what's Lexapro.
Yeah.
And this individual would take the 120 Percocets for 2 weeks. That'd be gone in 2 weeks. And then
shit.
Oh, this is not working. Let me go back into the other half of the week. Let me take these Norco. And if I'm not already sleepy as fuck from taking 120 goddamn of these things in 2 weeks, let me take an Ambien to go to sleep. And let me take 2 Ambien to go to sleep. Oh, and let me take 3 30 milligram fucking Adderall to wake up. Let me calm down because I'm anxious because withdrawals are coming. Let me take a couple Xan bars.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, my depression. Oh my God, I need to take a Lexapro. Just one of those a day though, because they don't do anything. So this happened for a year plus.
Yeah.
Like, how is that person not dead? And this doctor was getting kickbacks for this. The reason she got her license pulled is because she did that to the same age to another girl, or to another girl a similar age. That bitch died. Let's look at her medical fucking records. Let's look at where she's getting all this shit.
Yeah.
And you got your drug seekers out there. You got, dude, it's a slippery fucking slope.
Yeah.
Tramadol, goddamn. You know why that, or Ultram, Tramadol, same shit. You know why that's so bad? The mood stabilizer in it. That's what fucks you real bad. And when you withdraw from it, the withdrawals, all this shit, man. And like, Big Pharma, good on Trump for bringing anything up to the opioid thing, dude, because it's killing us. The VA refuses to give shit addictive out now. They refuse it.
Now?
Now?
Yeah. Now.
I mean, they absolutely. I went to the VA, said, I don't want any Xanax. I don't want any opioid of any fucking kind. I don't want any of that shit. She's like, good, we weren't going to give it to you. I'm like, that's good, actually. I'm glad that you said that. They got in so much trouble over it.
Yeah.
How many veterans depend or are foaming at the fucking mouth for the mailman to come drop their goddamn Tramadol off or Ambien or whatever the case may be? That's crazy.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're a drug addict.
Yep.
And these doctors get kickbacks. I guarantee fucking to you.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. I know they get kickbacks. I've witnessed the kickback. I've witnessed and not so much as it is not so much as some of it's not usually monetary, but some of it is good standing. Some of it used at networking. Some of it used as like I was saying earlier, is overhead against fucking to get free shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I mean, I'm talking about it right now. I mean, exposing it. But I was just shocked when I read, and everyone was like talking about them, like this one. They were making it seem like they were hooking this guy up, like this pharmaceutical company was saying that he was, you know, he was in charge of leading a nationwide conspiracy to bribe doctors. He wasn't in charge of it. They're all doing that. They're all fucking doing that. And when all that shit was happening, I even asked, I was like, hey, so what's going to happen if this guy don't take it? Like, what do you mean? They don't take it. You go back and keep talking to him, or take so-and-so with you so that way you could talk to him. Okay.
Lighten the load.
To lighten the load. Yeah, exactly. Take so-and-so with you, and then here's a 50 spot to fucking get this specific individual fucking a little bit of lipsy and talking, and I'd be right there. I'd be right there with my fucking clipboard right there.
Here's what
taking
I'm
notes. I mean,
interested
I
in,
had to.
because several months ago, Jeff Sessions had pretty much, I guess, marijuana was supposed to go up, against, with, I guess, with the DEA and stuff like that about rescheduling its class. And now that Trump is, hey, opioids are causing, this, we have a crisis, a national health crisis.
Correct.
I'm kind of wondering where's that going to lead, because a lot of people, and I think with veterans, like, marijuana has actually done a lot more good for them. Not only just, than the opioids, but, the mood stabilizers, like all of those meds.
Well,
I'm just kind of curious to see where that's going to go now.
I will say this, that the moment that it was announced that there was a nationwide, it was a crisis, the American Legion tweeted, "All right, man. Since you said opioids is a nationwide crisis amongst, our Americans, and it's an emergency. It's time to legalize it."
Well, I mean, it should have been
just
named a crisis a long time ago.
You're right, but the reason why it was named a crisis because it affected the fucking politicians that didn't see it coming. So as soon as one of their kids or one of their family members was suffering for it, then of course it became, oh shit, this is a crisis because. I can't believe Betty Sue is freaking, taking smack in her face and getting smacked in the face to do this. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to experience that reality until that reality hits you. Then all of a sudden and I'll admit it myself.
I know. I've been personally affected by it.
No, me too. I've had a dying family member that had, and this is back in the day, had it been legal, he would not have been drinking morphine to ease his pain.
God damn.
Drinking it. So I don't want to fucking hear. And then, of course, with the way I was raised by him, that's when he said, "Find me weed." So once he tells you that, once a dying person, a family member tells you that, brother, until the ends of the earth, I'm going to find weed. And not only that,
gusta marijuana.
Yeah, exactly. How'd you know he spoke Spanish? But anyways, he's a good dude. I think you'd get along with him too, Jay Reddy. He's a cool dude. So the thing is that my biggest thing is that I will, and that it changed it changed my attitude about medicinal marijuana. Here I always thought that I had a uncle that smoked weed all the time, that he was a fucking stoner, fucking weirdo, and all this other shit. Guy could do fucking reverse calculus and fucking rocket science shit in fucking in his head and throw the shit out, and he's a fuck. And now I want to reconnect with him when I get back, to my hometown, and I want to shoot the shit with him now, so I can talk to him from a different veil, a different vision than what I've had before. Before I was like, oh, he's fucking hippie, stoner, fucking whatever, and now I want to talk to him like, well, fuck, that we always knew he was stoned, but the guy never had any fucking health problems.
We were programmed for that, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're right. No, I was conditioned growing up in the fucking blah, 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 to be hating stoners and people who smoke weed.
Well, I mean, look at the DARE program. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, my kids, they
Hey,
had
now.
Dare Week.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Like, and they're like, marijuana will lead to
Sucking
being
dick.
well, that, and you're addicted to heroin and all this other shit. But now we know it's not marijuana. It's fucking pain pills. That is the gateway drug.
Yep. And that's coming from a former Dare instructor.
Yeah, you shouldn't get butthurt, dude, when people say, damn Dare instructors, because, you know, it's not your fault that fucking...
Oh, no, they get grants for that shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So don't be fucking hating on the Dare guys.
Well, I mean, I'm not. I'm the program overall.
Yeah. I just think it's fucking stupid. Me
The
personally.
program is outdated, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Our world needs to our society just needs to evolve instead of being, because again, I was growing up through the same thing. If you fucking smoke weed, you fucking deserve to get arrested. If you smoke weed, you're a fucking stoner and you're an idiot. If you smoke weed, you know what I mean? All this shit happened. And then all of a sudden when you have your loved one tell you, go find me weed because I'm in so much pain and nothing is fucking working, you'll do anything you can to relieve that. And holy
You're
fuck.
going assholes over elbows trying to find this shit.
Dude, I'm going to the fucking border and waiting for those bales to fly over. What are you fucking talking about? So and then when he passed away, that's when he was allowed to do it. So it was
I'm a huge component of education.
Yep.
See, now, no different like knowing the different classes of drugs or where they come from. Like, okay, when somebody says psychedelics to you, acid or psilocybin, aka magic mushrooms, anything like that, you know, it's good for you. Let's be honest. There's no death from that. You can't overdose on shrooms. You can feel like you're gonna die, but you can't. I mean, unless and it's like weed, man. And these psychoactive drugs, if taken in microdoses, and there's the MAPS program, and they prove it over and over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Microdose is healthy for you. It actually helps reduce PTSD symptoms by 89% for 3 months.
I was about to say, I really think no one's thinking this thing through. And now I think that, in a way, social media is bad, but in a way, it's kind of good that's now highlighting these statistics that motherfuckers are trying to hide. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love it.
You cannot bullshit on the fucking internet without getting caught up.
No. I mean,
yeah. And like we were talking about earlier when we were chatting about it, you know, the whole marijuana thing, when, who was it that led the revolt on that? Which president?
Reagan. And his wife.
No, it was before Reagan.
Nixon.
One of the.
It was Lyndon B. Johnson.
45.
No, who killed JFK? LBJ did.
LBJ. Reefer Madness and shit.
But marijuana madness.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Reefer Madness.
Reefer Madness.
If you smoke weed, you're gonna turn black. If you smoke weed, you're gonna have Mexicans marry your daughter. If you smoke weed,
racist. And it was off of racism.
Yeah, it was
straight up.
If you smoke marijuana, then you know you deserve to die. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's why I love the show Adam Ruins Everything.
Well, here's the thing. It's kind of funny, and we could go back and forth on this shit too about why it was changed to why was it scheduled. It was because of fucking hemp. You know, the Navy used to use hemp rope for to moor their fucking ships off the docks. Hemp is still being used today in Europe. It is not uncommon where you'll find non-THC marijuana plants almost fucking 8 feet high in fucking fields in southern Germany to make hemp. For the fucking rope. Soldiers would freak the fuck out. We'd convoy of this big old fucking sea of green. And they're like, stop the truck. I'm like, what the fuck are you freaking out for? There's nothing going on. We on fire or some shit? Stop the truck, sir, stop the truck. And then they say, look at the weed. And I'm looking like, oh, dude, that's not weed, that's hemp. That's hemp. That's not, you know, the weed that you smoke. That's shit you make fucking clothes out of, shit you make fucking
paper
out of.
Fuel. You can make fuel out of fucking hemp.
Exactly. So again, that whole freaking reefer madness bullshit, I love I just like, I don't know, maybe it's because I like the fucking fact that when you hear the establishment getting knocked on their fucking ass, and it was just fucking, you know, it's just one of those things. They're like, yeah, motherfucker, you're fucking wrong.
So you like to watch the world burn.
I actually do. I really do like to watch the burn. I mean, sometimes I like to throw some gasoline on top of the fire, but I mean, if you smoke weed, Bill and Jimmy are drawn to smoking weed, and you know what? It's gonna affect your life, and it's gonna ruin your family. And this thing was made in 1936. Reefer Madness. 1936 is when that shit came out. I'm old because I was there at the premiere. No, I'm just kidding. No, because I had.
I was gonna say maybe the Depression wouldn't have happened because of that.
You know what?
Never mind.
No, that's a good point. That is a good point. Maybe the Depression, maybe not, would have happened had it not been for weed.
There's something that I saw there about the reason, other than racism, that the hemp
that whole
and any of it got illegal was something to do with
cotton.
No, a war, and in some small. Let me do some research before I open that can of worms.
What I was gonna say is that, you know, I take my CBD oil derived from hemp that I purchase from a veteran-owned company every morning before I go to work, and I am off of all the pills and everything else that the VA has given me. But now that I see that they're not pushing opioids and everything else, I might go back and start talking to them again.
Mm-hmm.
I try to bring it up in the VA about weed, and you know what she said? And she was the only doctor, because it was a small VA, very small local VA, and she was the only doctor that was like cool about it and not a dick.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, to be honest with you, probably about 90% of the guys, your generation, come in and they're fucking lit up. And they say it helps. I was like, oh, WTF Nation Radio might have something to do with that.
I'm just saying.
Give her a bumper sticker.
Yeah, give her a bumper sticker, yeah. And that's not when they asked. To give her a good game.
But she was really cool about it. She's like, dude, I'm not supposed to say this, but if it works, it fucking works.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Let's be adults about it.
Well, like I said, when we had Jonathan Kauphanger on, and he talked about that is a bullshit fucking rule. They are authorized to tell you that if it's legal in that state, and they can't hold it back from you. We need to have John come back on. He was a fun guest. We need to have him come on, and he has the.
I'll make sure it happens.
Yeah, he has the VA Secretary Shokin's ear. And likes to speak for him. So are you talking about, Jay Reddy, the Marijuana Tax Act of 1937?
Around Hoover's presidency.
It was the made possession to transfer marijuana illegal through
yeah.
law and shit.
20s and 30s.
Yeah, and it was talking about how excluding medicinal and industrial purposes. Believe it or not, medicinal marijuana was medicinal marijuana back in the day.
Yeah.
So.
And it was given to women, for I think it was for menstruation.
Yeah.
And they dicked him down.
Well, the thing was,
or gave him a dildo or something like that. Like got him high, gave him a dildo.
Okay, I don't know about that, but
well, in legal states, like, you guys want to know this or not, but they actually have THC infused tampons to help with women who have severe cramping and other
because that's the most rapid
issues.
Night Ringo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I know you like to say. I know Branko will call up. Why don't you say fucking good night when I fucking? So let's take a quick break. And we're gonna fucking talk some more shit. We're already we're going through break time already. Holy crap, we're fucking we're rolling on this shit. We're gonna keep talking about weed and hemp and freaking how the U.S. Department of Agriculture during World War II actually encouraged it. So yeah, go figure.
Interesting.
Yeah, indeed. So shots.
Yeah.
You can't front on that.
What's your song?
Is that actually a picture of the Antichrist crying? I like it. It's tasty.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
And we're back. Can you guys
design?
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah, logo.
Yes.
Can you guys hear us?
And an American flag on the side.
Hey, can you hear us? Can you hear me? Hey, hello.
Design lab.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey. All right. Can you hear me or not hear me? Here we having the fucking problems again.
So over the break, me and Jay Reddy were talking about how these women keep the tampon lit that have the THC in them.
Hey, girl, gonna get a drag off that tampon?
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
Do tell. Do tell.
You don't use it. You don't use it.
Is that what the string's for? Is to get it lit?
Oh my god, it's a firecracker.
It's so I don't have to fucking fist myself to get it out.
Indeed.
Damn, that's sexy.
Indeed. Did you say fist yourself? Did you just say fist yourself to get it out? Did you just say fist yourself to get it out?
Yes, she did.
I was just double checking to make sure she said that she was gonna fist herself to get it out.
No, so I don't have to fist myself to get it out.
But it's an option. That's all that matters. It's an option.
That is some serious yeah. What were we talking about before? You're talking about the so let me get this straight. Allow me to because I know you guys were jaw jacking during the break. What so you're saying that it could get like, what if she wants to stay high, if she has to pull it out? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're getting at, Jaredy? What were you talking about?
Yeah, she can't puff past that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
Oh, gross.
Oh god. What were we talking
The
about?
nation can't see it, but Mom is literally in tears right now. She's laughing so hard. Like the tissue is out.
No pun intended. Oh god. So what were we talking about? We were talking about the decision of the United States Congress to pass the Marijuana Tax Act of 1937, right? So
yes,
and it was very poorly attended, and it was created by the. Anyways, go ahead. So here's what it was. You're talking about Jerry. You're probably talking about newspaper mogul William Randolph Hearst. Is that who you're talking about?
Probably.
And the empire of newspaper used the yellow journalism pioneered by Hearst to demonize the cannabis plant and spread public perception that there was connections between cannabis and violent crime. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. Not only that, Andrew Mellon and the DuPont family were the ones that were fucking straight up, that the invention of, hemp was a very cheap substitute for the wood pulp industry. Those guys were fucking saying that, fuck them shits.
Yeah, because it's cheaper to produce paper out of hemp than it is wood pulp.
Correct.
But there was a monopoly on it at the time.
Yeah, well, here at the time, Mellon was a Secretary of the Treasury.
Yeah.
And fucking had invested heavily in nylon, which was who made it? Fucking DuPont. So it was three guys who were basically getting a cripple fight together about who's what and who was doing what and who should be illegal, and then got involved. And then they argue that the reason for developing nylon was to produce a fiber that compete with fucking silk because, in Japan, most of the silk was coming from there. And they were saying, no, just don't fucking use that. Use fucking hemp. So
Harry J. Anslinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hearst was two of the men primarily responsible for the modern federal level legal prohibition of marijuana that has been in existence. Harry Anslinger and Randolph Hearst, William Randolph Hearst.
Correct.
Yeah, one was the fucking first. This is the first DEA.
Yeah, they called the Federal Federal fucking Bureau of Narcotics or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So,
what a dick.
Yeah. So, if anything else, that everyone thought there was also a misconception about what the intoxicating effects of hemp were because it was the same. It looked like weed. because it has the same THC. Well, they said that's what they were saying. Hemp has a minimal amount of THC compared to other cannabis strains, which, you know, when I was growing up, there was a few, but now there's like, I guess 50 or something like that. What was the one I was making fun of? The Colorado shale rock or some shit like that. That was the one I was talking about. I was just making shit up because fucking the stoners were laughing at me because I didn't know the strain of weed that was of appropriateness. But yeah, so the whole fucking thing with that is that in 1968, the United States Department of Treasury and the subsidiary of fucking the Bureau of Narcotics and all these other motherfuckers merged to create the fucking Bureau of Narcotics and Dangerous Drugs.
I just Googled how many strains of weed there is.
Yeah.
And I'm like scrolling down. I mean, good hefty scrolls too.
Good. That's what I'm talking about. Keep going. I mean, I want to know. I'm in for science, of course, and purely empirical research as my, you know.
Chocolate chunk Death Star.
Yeah, that's what I want. Anything that has to do with Death Star, Stormtroopers, Imperial Magic, I want that shit.
Sour Diesel, Juicy Fruit.
Hell yeah.
Vortex.
Yep. Bring it. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air.
Yes. Hello. This is the Chinese buffet calling.
Yeah, and your ass is getting hung up on. You ain't got time for that shit.
I was gonna ask if my cat was in there.
Oh no.
Hello, I do this piece of some. We only talk to Buklao. We don't fucking talk to your ass. We only talk to big boy Buklao. So, so the whole state level, and again, I mean, again, we're rolling right back to the big farm thing. Is that the American has now said, okay, they've kind of called the president to the table and said, look, man. You said this is freaking. You said this is a crisis, so let's do something about it. Legalize weed. I wonder how many lives would have been saved if they decided to go with medicinal marijuana and not stick to their Puritan method of thinking when it came to that. I wonder how many people would be alive about this shit right now, because you don't hear about
Probably a lot.
You don't hear about fucking stoners fucking going after cops and shit, right? You know what I mean? Somebody who's fucked up on weed is generally not going to be going after a cop.
You're doing the absolute opposite.
Exactly. Oh, you're gonna arrest me, man? Cool, bro. Just make sure you don't lose my wallet.
There's snacks.
Yeah, man.
You got some Cheetos on that cop car?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the only time I've seen anybody being, belligerent off of weed, it's when it's usually laced with something like formaldehyde or some other crazy shit.
What you know about getting wet?
See, that's you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. I'm totally glad you brought that up because currently there is a big bust where there's Chinese, let's pick a Chinese mafia. We're putting fucking fentanyl in them shits.
Yeah.
Like somebody, fuck you, big boy. Like some boo. Dude, fentanyl is no joke.
Well, no, my that's what my brother-in-law passed away from was the fentanyl laced heroin. And people lately there's been these big busts of of marijuana, 30 pounds of shit, and you see it in the news oh, you're just that's a pretty much calling it a victimless crime. But what they don't realize is this stuff, marijuana is now being laced with the fentanyl.
Yeah, see, that's what's happening now. Now is because marijuana is now becoming more prevalent and legal in some states. Now there's motherfuckers that want to ruin it for everybody. It's almost, you know what? It's almost like the cannabis STD of its time, when motherfuckers want to just fentanyl it and shit. You know what I mean? Leave the fucking weed alone.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't wait 30 fucking years to smoke the motherfucker, only to fucking die smoking my first joint after not smoking it in forever. So that's some bullshit. Don't be fucking.
You want to hear some crazy shit?
Go ahead, man.
New York, they made it a bust. Enough is 270 pounds of fentanyl, and enough to kill 32 million people. They made a bust that big, and it came from China.
Holy shit, China.
China.
Came from China. You want to kick him in the China?
I heard another story that this couple ordered for real, just legitimate. They wanted 55-gallon barrel. These plastic these blue 55-gallon drums, the plastic ones.
Mm-hmm.
They ordered 72 of them, and in each one of them came a pound of weed. I think they ordered off of Amazon or some shit. I don't remember where they got it from, They ordered it and they got weed. And they called the police. Like, hey, I got weed with my barrels.
What?
What
would you do if you found weed?
72 pounds?
Yeah.
You know, I did think about this.
Everyone talks about how this test is it a matter of integrity when you find a brick of weed and you just find it and it's all taped up, it's not been opened. What do you know what I mean?
But it's just weed.
No. What I'm saying though is that would you gamble that? Is it this about the same gamble as getting it from the street anyways? You know what I mean?
If I had a pound of weed, I mean, you can hide that pretty easily. I would get like I would get a airtight sealed container, throw that hoe off in there, and I guess start smoking weed. And
just don't get a Pelican case, because all you have to do is step on it and it releases the air valve, the pressure valve.
Yes.
And it blows the scent straight out.
Yep.
Sorry, that's an old trick.
No, that's
that I used
exactly.
to use when we seen a Pelican case sitting on the floor during a search.
I'm taking notes.
No, for real.
Yeah, Pelican cases are the worst ones to use.
Yep, you never use a Pelican case.
Because of the pressure. Yeah, because of the pressure valve.
Well, they're the shit, though.
Well, I mean,
and your
you're not gonna
fire-resistant, fireproof boxes, yeah, don't use those either.
What about just one of those fucking like your grandma's like fucking like the pop top seal thing that just had the latch on the side?
Tupperware?
Yeah.
Tupperware.
You can burp Tupperware too.
Oh shit! Hang on, real quick. Breaking news right now. First charges filed in Mueller investigation.
Mueller.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't really followed the news this week that much.
So, everyone's been talking about what's been happening with this big Trump dossier, right? Saying that that Trump was colluding with the Russians and all that shit. It will come to find out that it was not Trump and Trump's campaign that was colluding with the Russians. It was HRC. It was Hillary. And so
okay.
So that's why you've been seeing memes about her fucking going down this time for real, because a federal grand jury fucking today approved charges in the investigation set up by the special counsel, the former director of the FBI, Robert Mueller, who himself could be possibly implicated in the same fucking thing for giving 20%. Yeah. So
she is fucked.
Oh man.
Jay Ready, pick your jaw up off the floor.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, damn, dude.
She is super
I wonder
fucked.
who else is going to be brought down.
I want motherfuckers. I mean, this is awesome. Again, due to the fact I like to watch shit burn, I think this is awesome. I totally think it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's for the whole fact, I don't know, for almost 2 years now, they've been trying to find something that Trump is like, it's kind of like karma has gotten them. Like, it's great.
And you're right, 2 years. So before, when he was a candidate, and then now as a president, he's almost a year of being a president now. And no shit. The FBI informant that was silenced by fucking Obama, that was silenced by the fucking Department of Justice for the Russian bribery scheme that's going on right now, tied to the Uranium One deal, the seal has been lifted. This Department of Justice fucking said, yeah, you could talk. Open up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Robbie Mook is fucked. Joe Benson's fucked. Amanda Renteria's fucked. John Podesta's fucked. And Huma Abedin is Huma Abedin is fucked.
Yep, she's gonna get humed. She is gonna get the wiener
in prison.
So yeah, so they authorized the informant to fucking disclose to the chairman and ranking members of the Senate Committee on the Judiciary, fucking all of that shit. Be more. I'm saying right now, I bet you that motherfucker is being closely protected.
Here's my thought. Like, I mean, I'm kind of thinking right now, like, all this
damn.
stuff that has been, that has came out and has went to, the Senate for, the congressional, investigations. Nothing's really going to come out. Like, I mean, I'm going to say nothing has came out of that. Do you really think something's going to come out of this?
This is kind of like a big deal because the documents that they were talking about was on the Trump dossier. This is why everybody said, shut the fuck up to Hillary Clinton. That's why they told her to shut the fuck up. They told her to shut the fuck up because now they were realizing as people started going through everything and motherfuckers are quitting left and right in his cabinet. He didn't pick some of the guys in the cabinet. You gotta remember, there's political appointees and there's people who are straight fucking hired into the DOD, into the into the system there. And so they're almost like GS people. And what's going to happen is that they're going through all this shit, and motherfuckers are like, ain't going to be me, see you, and they're fucking out of here. So that way their name's not caught up. They don't want to be caught in this shit. Because now there is an alleged corruption and bribery about transactions in the uranium market to include, but not limiting to, Vladimir Kimir, some fucking Russian dude, some Vlad of Uranium One, and transactions from that to go to the fucking Clinton Foundation, so that way once those deals are made, then that's when all of a sudden we were giving fucking, I don't know, extra troops and security and base stability in fucking Kazakhstan type shit.
Yeah, and that's where the money laundering was happening.
Yeah, exactly. Or Azerbaijan or some shit like that.
Yeah, Azerbaijan.
Yeah, so
or
now,
that dude.
yeah,
that
exactly,
dude.
exactly. So now he's gonna fucking, dude, if you keep fucking screaming, I'm not gonna fucking pick up the phone. If you're gonna call up here and fuck around, we're talking some serious shit, I'm gonna fucking hang up in your ass. Don't get fucking mad. Sorry, I'm not talking about you guys. I'm just talking about somebody's fucking calling up and I'm trying to fucking get them on there and they're fucking getting stupid about some shit. So he's gonna have the opportunity to tell Congress what he witnessed as an informant regarding the whole fucking thing. The whole thing, the efforts of the Russian nuclear industry, the securing the deal from the Obama administration, the fucking where the money was going, the pay to play shit going on. Dude, this is better than any fucking Hollywood. This is better than House of Cards right now.
Dude, oh my god.
I can't wait
Never
for the
mind,
next
hold on.
season of House of Cards.
I don't know, maybe we'll see Chris Bernady again.
I mean, I traveled through Kazakhstan, and God, that place was a shithole.
Dude, do you even stand, bro? It's Kazakhstan. What the fuck
Yeah.
were you trying to say?
Whatever.
What were you trying to say? Kazakhstan? Was that what you were trying to say? Were you racist?
Kazakhstan. Where was the Sasha?
No, you're talking about
that movie
Borat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about Borat. That's fucking,
Yeah.
That's where he's fucking Kazakhstan. That's nice. I like to play the table tennis, shoot dog, and you want to marry my sister. But yeah. So all this shit that's fucking happening right now, I fucking love it because finally, instead of everyone pointing fingers at and talking all this shit, now we're gonna see shit happen.
About Republicans and Trump.
Yeah,
and...
exactly. Who's this fucking calling?
Probably that stupid kid.
No, it's not the kid.
Trump's just sitting there
It's not the
laughing
kid.
his ass off.
It's Facebook live chat. If that's you calling me, tell me who you are so I can fucking because I can get in your ass for fucking being stupid on the fucking phone.
I mean, could you imagine? Just imagine if Hillary was president right now and this was all unfolding.
Red Dawn.
Like, this would be like bigger than Bill's whole, getting head and perjury
incident.
I'll be honest with you though. Think about it, okay? Think about what happened. Think about this whole fucking thing. Only reason why he was impeached, and yes, he was impeached. You could be impeached, but not inferred charges or have to fucking get punished. So you were fucking impeached. So he was technically impeached, okay? So he was impeached. What was he impeached for? He was impeached for obstructing justice and lying to Congress. That's the only thing. He wasn't busted for fucking getting some head in the fucking Oval Office. He wasn't getting busted for that. He was getting woo-woo-wooed from fucking Monica. That wasn't the deal. He got busted because he was lying to Congress. Had he just said, yeah, I was banging that shit left and right, then it would have been good to go. Nobody would have fucking said shit.
Monica's still hot.
And Bill's
You know what I just did? I just donated to
she's just too old for you, man.
The Clinton Foundation because Hillary's going to need money on her books for the canteen. I'm just kidding. I didn't donate shit. She's fucked. And Bill Clinton's going to get blow jays from everybody.
Yeah, I really didn't know about it. The bitch was, you know what? Because he's looking pretty frail, so he probably said that bitch wouldn't let me talk. She said she's gonna kill me.
He probably comes dust.
Oh baby, oh baby.
God damn it, that's some bullshit. Oh man, no, you guys are peeking my shit. Can you hear me again?
Yes.
Okay, you guys are like totally peeking my shit. I'm seeing my shit going. Ah! So yeah, you guys are.
I heard the little blue pill does that to you.
You guys, no, I don't take the little. I don't take the little blue pill.
The more you know.
I don't take the little blue pill. I don't need any help on that aspect.
Oh,
I do not.
14 hit. Fried face. Sorry, I'm left-handed.
Fall in.
Freeze Lance.
Okay, hang on. Let me see this one down. You guys there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just had to see who the fuck was on there, and it was still fuckery. Still motherfuckers talking shit. So if you want to fucking get blocked, motherfucker, then I'm gonna tell you what. Keep calling.
Who is it?
I don't know. Somebody with a 360 fucking area code.
That's okay. We can send it over to our tech monkeys, and they can pinpoint it and track him down.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why he's fucking. I don't know what he's doing, dude. He called up and screamed in my headphones and shit, trying to answer the fucking phone, and then the next thing you know, he's fucking banging on the goddamn shit. If you're gonna fucking call us up and let's talk. Don't fucking sit there and fuck around and shit.
D-Max, quit fucking around.
God, dude. But
is the last digit 91?
No.
Okay, never mind. And then it's a Washington number.
I don't think it's that kid. The other kid had freaking. Anyways, point being is that now the script has been flipped the way I see it. Everyone was talking about, oh well, Trump is Russian and he speaks Russian. Even his ex's names are Russian. You know what I mean? Everything was just so fucking crazy on what they were talking about. I'll be honest with you, I really don't fucking care. I'm just glad that now, finally, instead of everyone pointing shit out, it's like the Kennedy fucking documents, man, being released. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I can't believe you just said it. I'm so happy.
That's some fucking good shit, dude. I fucking love it. I was like, yeah.
Dude, they fucked us, though.
Why is that?
There's 300 documents that they did not release.
Yeah, because it probably named some very fucking... Think about this, okay? What was going on during that time when he got shot? The civil rights movement was happening, right? Could you imagine the legacies in our history? We would find out that possibly somebody like LBJ, Al Gore, the Clintons, Robert Byrd, all these individuals that were involved in our government could possibly be implicated in the assassination, and fucking JFK was. And here's my own tinfoil. I know this is normally your show is tinfoil hat stuff, Jay Ready, but here's my sprinkly tinkly on that shit.
Okay.
I think that it was going to be systematic. It was going to be JFK first, and then it was going to be everybody who supported the civil rights movement, and it was just going down the line. You know what I mean? I think that's what was going on. I'm just like, man, that's fucking crazy. There was two shooters. He was shot through the front and through the windshield of his fucking vehicle. I want to know, how is it that nobody saw a fucking a freaking what was it, a muzzle flash or anything? You know what I mean?
The grassy knoll shooter.
It is the grassy
knoll.
No,
it wasn't. No.
See, that's what I'm saying. Who was it?
It was. Let me look it up. Let's see. The Secret Service.
Yo, the movie even said it. Watch his head. It goes back and to the right.
Okay, there's two different rounds.
Yes.
Now, okay.
The magic round.
Fuck. There's no magic fucking round. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible.
Oh,
so, fucking old boy was a patsy.
I agree.
Because he was fucking with the Russians.
I agree.
Even these new documents are saying he was down at the Russian embassy down in Mexico and shit.
Yep.
He was the perfect fucking guy to be a patsy.
Mm-hmm.
His rounds were a specific type of round. They were not full metal jacket rounds. And he wasn't really that good of a fucking shot. But the round that the Secret Service guy had behind him in the fucking motorcade, when the first round went off, he was already at the ready.
Yeah.
With his M16A1. This is A1 days.
Mm-hmm. No, it was just M16.
Okay, my fault.
Yeah, go ahead.
He pulled that fucker up, and then the fucking dude, the first shot went off. Now, okay, you can say old dude shot him.
Yeah.
He got fucking hit in the fucking neck, and there's a shot that hit the ground. But that shot that hit him in the fucking head entered through the back of his fucking head and blew his face out to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And from that angle, where that fucking car was behind him. The driver in the Secret Service car behind him gassed it. Dude fucking pulled the fucking trigger and yoked old JFK. Because the bullet's a Full Metal fucking jacket. They act totally different.
They act different too when they hit glass.
Mm-hmm.
But they move the characteristics.
That round,
changes.
that first round, the fucking governor, his chair, that was a custom car. His chair, he didn't even turn around. When it fucking got old JFK in the fucking neck, it went through the seat, but where the governor was up and left in the middle of the car. The trajectory's straight. It doesn't have to turn at all.
Yeah.
There's a whole movie on this.
Yeah.
On this trajectory and the ballistics of all.
You're talking about the Zapruder film analysis?
Well, the Zapruder film, it got straight up analyzed. This thing has been over and over and over again, but I think fucking what's his face was a patsy. And why would you kill fucking Jack Ruby? Because he knew some shit.
Yeah.
The bitch that worked for him, she got killed. She knew some shit.
Well,
she heard the police talking about
and
it.
Hoover
and these new documents out.
Yeah, but what did Hoover say too? Hoover said the public must believe that that he acted alone. That he, you know what I mean?
That Lee Harvey Oswald
acted alone.
Killed.
That he Hoover, J. Edgar Hoover even said we must make sure that the public believes that Oswald did it on his own. Dude, that's fucking crazy as shit. Dude, how far back do we need to go back on Russian collusion? You know, really? That's fucking crazy, dude. I really.
It tells it. It has the interviews with the CIA right here. The document. I've got these new the letter from George Bush. This is when he was CIA director.
Yeah, the first Bush.
Yeah.
Senior.
I mean, yeah. Dude, this is like. These are not damning documents, but the 300. What could be still national security this many years later of these 300? What possible?
I mean, in the documents, we already admitted that we tried to kill Castro with cyanide pills.
Exactly. And stage Miami bombings, so that way it made it seem like that Castro's people were fucking doing it, so that way we had an excuse to go fuck them up.
Dude, this whole thing was this whole shebang. Nam was going to kick off.
Yep.
Fuck Bay of Pigs. Let's see. Supposedly now this is total tinfoil hat. But I like it a lot. It makes a lot of fucking sense about Area 51. Like Kennedy is like, I want to fucking know what happened. He finally found out he knew what happened, but he was fucking Marilyn Monroe and he was pillow talking with Marilyn Monroe. That's why they killed her. And he was going to fucking put all that shit out. He was going to tell the truth about everything, even the Fed. He was trying to fucking audit the Fed.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, he's about to fuck this whole thing we built up.
Yep. A lot of it. And that's what's happening now. Right now. That's what's happening now. Because you know what? Everyone was telling her, even people, even if you look back, there was even some articles by the Washington Post, the Huffington Post saying, okay, Hillary, you're good. Stop. Because everybody knew once motherfucker started pulling the yarn on that fucking sweater and it was going to unravel. That's what I'm saying. I think this digs deeper. They're talking about this shit going all the way back to 2008, 2009. Bro, that's like fucking, what the fuck?
This informant has got to have like SEAL Team 6 guarding his ass now.
I mean,
because you know
imagine?
she's gonna try to take his ass out.
Could you imagine, dude? Could you imagine being that, or just the fact? I mean, the guy's probably got to get his documents together and everything too. But I couldn't even imagine. Couldn't even imagine what the pressure or the security or where he's at. I'd be hanging out at every public place in the fucking that I could. I would be sleeping in a public place. Is that a homeless dude? Yeah, that's the FBI informant. That's fucking because everybody knows. You know what I mean?
Sleeping in the middle of Times Square.
Yeah, exactly.
There's this old fucking dude. I can't remember his name. I just saw the article on him. He was a fucking CIA intern, or he was way up there fucking intern or Secret Service intern. I don't know. He was up there. and he was talking about a conversation and specifics, like super specifics that he would never know unless he was telling the truth.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, they playing that shit.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
yep,
dude, it's Trump. He's got to have the baddest motherfuckers in the world looking after his ass. And that's what he was talking about, loyalty.
Or maybe he didn't do anything. Maybe he didn't do anything wrong. You know, for once, can we say somebody? Here's what I think is, like you were saying there, Jay Reddy. He has people that are really fucking smart working for him because I think he's aloof. You know what I mean? He's like the bumbling grandpa that you have, and then you know, hey grandpa, did you ever play PlayStation? Huh? What'd you say? PlayStation? What the fuck is that? Is that a titty bar? You know what I mean?
I used to do that in my room back in 1912.
Exactly. He's aloof. So he would be freaking yeah. That's what I used to do. PlayStation. That's where that's the old stripper club right down there in Rancier, right? You know what I mean? That's
where I used to jack my dick in the vag of grandma.
Yeah, that's your grandma. Her name was Blitzy, and you know, she was German bitch. But anyways, that's what I think. I think he's aloof. I think he has people that are really smart working around him, and then he's just the reason why it seems like he's not. He's like, and think about it. He's like Eminem not knowing how to rap at the BET Awards. I know you're not fucking crazy.
Whatever, dude. He did good.
Whatever. No, he did, dude. Come on, man. That was the most hesitant. I was wanting to hold my breath. That was not a. That was. And come on, me and you are big fans of Marshall Mathers, and that
man. I liked it. Man.
That was.
I'm sorry. I don't like Silver Eminem.
I don't understand what is the big rush when you got looking like Orange Crush. I'm like, is that really what he's gonna fucking say? You know, look at me right now, and I'm trying to tell you. You should have married a cow. And I'm thinking, dude, come on, man. You are really fucking this up, dude. You should be able to just blast it, repetitive, machine gun, semi-automatic, spitting fucking hot fire, which is a terminology. And you know what? Because, you know, that was the Eminem that I was expecting. Oh, shit, he's going to spit some shit about Trump. Oh, I got to hear this. And you know I'm talking about, and you know it when I'm looking at a, you know, what's Jared Leto when you appear like a Cheeto. Dude, what's wrong with you, man? Where is Marshall Mathers that was angry and shit, that was talking about putting bitches in fucking trunks and shit like that? You know, that was fucking good shit.
He kind of sounded
now.
like,
that's why.
He sounded like he was out of breath.
To me, it sounded like, here's your assignment. You need to like rap about Trump, and he just.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes before the show, he did it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I even liked I just liked his wordplay. I liked his punchlines, and I love old M way better. I didn't like the subject matter. Like, no, a lot of people don't like Trump.
No.
But
It had nothing to do with Trump. Jared, it was almost like he was reading it. It was like he was reading it.
Throw your fist up.
Yeah, it was like he was reading something. It was like he was reading cue cards. It was like he was reading I'm sitting here in a garage trying to understand why. All right, man, next one. All right, and then I'm going to and then he was out of breath. I'm like, come on, dude, come on. You know, just spit fire. Come on, man, you're gonna spit some hot fire.
Then they missed a cue card, so he had to stop himself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, oh my god, dude, because that was everyone's like, oh, I assume you didn't like it because he was talking about Trump. No, I didn't like it because that was not the best. Everyone's coming down. I'm like, yeah, it was the best shit he's ever fucking spit. No, it wasn't.
Oh no, it wasn't.
No, there was motherfuckers all over Facebook saying that was the shit. That motherfucker knows how to spit it. God damn it, man. No, it wasn't, dude. Fuck no.
Y'all ain't seen M freestyle.
No,
the movie 8 Mile is true. The Shelter is a real club. I've seen him at the Shelter before he got big.
Mud. I gotcha. We all know that. We're tracking that. But my point being is that we are fucking. These guys are talking about the president like he is a calculating dude. He's just like everyone else. There was one president that was really fucking up on the up and up and understood what was going on when members of his staff was giving him some shit. And then there's W. What's going on, guys? And that was fucking. And then there was Clinton. And then there was fucking now Trump. So when he has somebody tell him something, it could be the most dumbest shit on the fucking planet. You need a Trump that sir, you need a Mr. President, you need a fucking tweet that is bigly. It is bigly. And the next thing you know, everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It is surrounded by water. Sir, that's not what we meant. Water what is an adjective for water? Oh, come on, dude. The ocean is big. You know what I mean? That's what's fucking leave him the fuck alone. Because again, it's all members of his staff. That's why I know he has nothing to do with a lot of shit. Because I think he's aloof. I think he's what?
Half the time, I think his son just like
Bigly
grabs his phone and starts tweeting stuff.
He's gotta. I mean,
he has to.
It sounds like a fucking child doing it.
It's probably Barron. It's probably Barron doing it. It's probably his son sneaking off to his phone, grabbing his BlackBerry, and then sending a tweet off, and then going to bed. And then again, no, Mr. President, did you remember time? Yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, I guess I did it. And then there's Barron in the back and going, hee, fucking. I got one over on Dad. I got one.
I can't wait.
Everyone.
I can't wait till we get a picture of Ivanka's tits accidentally on Twitter. Oh, I can't wait.
God.
That would be. She's like the only first lady you want to see your tits of.
Lady Bird was not bad. I'm just fucking with you.
Lady Bird was not bad.
Dude, Ivanka is slamming. So, but his daughter. You know,
Nancy Reagan was a hot-looking chick back in her day too.
I don't think anybody can outdo Jackie O. That's a bad motherfucker.
True story.
Jackie O was bad.
Woo woo.
Yeah. Too bad for her though. You know, I mean, how can you compete with Marilyn Monroe? Let's be honest. Like,
True.
Everybody wanted to fuck Marilyn Monroe. Everybody.
Well, everybody did fuck Marilyn Monroe. That's a problem. She had a self-esteem issue and shit. And I think she got killed because she knew some shit too.
Yeah, she knew about the aliens.
She knew. I think honestly.
I think she knew more than that.
I think she knew more than that because there's a old Army Sarge fucking term that there's only 3 people that you trust in this world, and that's your barber, your bartender, and your mistress. And that's who the people you tell the most shit to, because that's usually who you come into most intimate contact with on a frequent basis, and you tell shit.
You know what my grandpa told me? Son, pillow talking will get you fucking killed. He ain't lying. Like, pillow talking, you fuck around on that bitch, man. You fuck around on her.
So I think
she's got some shit on you.
I think Kennedy was saying some shit, and I think it got back to Kennedy. And I think his brother had something to do with it.
Oh, fucking LBJ hated his fucking brother. And that was like a known thing. Yeah. They're like, both of them, he was so pissed off. Okay, think about it. LBJ was in politics forever. And he fought his way up to the fucking top. Fought his way, dirty motherfucker. And then some young buck just comes with the mob money and just shellacks you. And he is your boss now. You're going to be fucking pissed. And then his little brother is behind him saying, na 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 na. Suck it, we got it.
His little brother's the one that stopped the whole mafia going in and taking out Castro, which is in those papers, by the way, too.
Well, my biggest thing about that is that how everyone was talking so much shit about how Trump is using nepotism and all this other stuff to build his cabinet. Fucking Kennedy. The Kennedys were worse. Everybody was in it.
Fuck yeah.
If your last name was Kennedy.
But you could do it back then.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. No, you could always do it back then. There's been nothing illegal about fucking that shit. You want to fucking bring in your brother because he's qualified? Fuck yeah, dude, bring him on. You know what I mean? There was nothing illegal about it. The Kennedys fucking did it like bad. Ted Kennedy was the worst one. Chappaquiddick, remember that shit?
His brother was supposed to be fucking president. They were grooming him to be president, but he fucking died. You know those flying?
Yeah.
You know what the mission was? You know what the mission was? I mean, that's the tinfoil. But his oldest brother was a pilot in the Air Force, and there was these Nazi guns, the long guns. Like there's these secret, super long guns. They had the fucking piston charges up the. I mean, these shits were shooting 100 miles, and they were built inside of fucking mountains. And there was a mission. This is where bunker busters were invented. And they dropped a bunch of bunker busters on this fucking position, but they don't know, they couldn't get any intel to see if they really were fucked up. So they had a mission on a fucking plane. They loaded it all with all this fucking explosives, and he was going to kamikaze it, but bail before. But there was a switch. There was like this switch that had to be flipped a certain way, and it was connected to a battery. Well, it was notorious for overheating, and when it overheated, boom, he died.
Now you're speaking of Robert Kennedy, correct?
The oldest brother.
The oldest one, yeah.
Okay, because I know Robert Kennedy was also killed.
Yeah, he was shot by a fucking Sirhan, an Iranian dissident.
Well, apparently, I mean, supposedly.
Well, yeah, supposedly.
Yeah,
Sonny
because
Bono.
Ted's the only one that survived.
And his son, what?
JFK
what's
Jr.
it,
died in a plane
Lil
crash.
Youngin.
Yeah, died in a plane crash, fucking flying his girlfriend around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, getting brains, flying insane.
Yeah, dude. So that's
the same time Aaliyah died.
Rest
in peace.
Well, Aaliyah was kind of insistent in ensuring that her entire entourage got on the fucking plane, and her pilot told her, hey, we're going to be overloaded, because one of them weighed like 300 pounds or some shit, and she got butthurt and said, no, you will fly everybody, and they sure did. They flew right into the fucking ocean.
Oh, no, her last video was Rock the Boat, and then Lisa Leta Lopez. Oh, the agony. I still listen to Genuine.
Lisa Left Eye. Holy crap. It's another break.
That was fast, dude.
Dude, we're smoking it. We're really smoking it right now. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So, everyone, hang out, get some shots, go get a refresh.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Don't go. Yeah. Oh.
You'll end up at the bottom.
Too soon. Too soon.
Oh, good one. Good one. So everybody get some shots and jump on the Mixer chat and shoot the shit with the guys in there, and then we'll see you in a sec. Shouts.
Well, it definitely is all about the visuals, although pretty sure it's illegal.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, we're back. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Can you guys hear me? Hello. We're back. Part 3, WTF Nation Radio's Friday Night Freedom. And I'm joined by... What are you laughing at?
Damn it, Pookie.
What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at, man? Hello. Hello. You guys hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Anyways, part 3, baby. Back again. Whatever you guys are doing that's making my shit fucking peak, that's what's making me cut off a fucking, on, Skype. I saw a bunch of jumping around and screaming into fucking mics, and Jay Riddy, you're dancing around butt naked and shit, and I don't know what else is going on, but it's affecting the, it was weird. But anywho, what were we talking about yet? What were we at? What's her nuts? Fucking Marilyn Monroe.
And the Kennedys.
Yes. And the Kennedys. Chappaquiddick. What do you know about Chappaquiddick, Jay Riddy?
I have never drank it.
Googleizer, go.
Googleizer, go. Chappaquiddick. Chappaquiddick was a Ted Kennedy got fucked up, really fucked up, and was drinking and driving.
Oh.
And he
That's
he
the
drove
one
into
who supposedly ran off the road.
No, he drove into a fucking lake.
I hate that name so much.
He drove into a lake and with a chick, and get the fuck out of here. And he fucking got out and left the chick inside the fucking inside.
And
the
they
car.
covered it up.
And they covered it up.
Oh, with a mouth. She had a mouthful of fucking presidential seed.
Oh.
And that's why he wrecked off the road. I mean, it makes complete sense. You're in Chappaquiddick, get a fucking mouth of this Diddick, and he was inexperienced in roadhead, and he fucking gassed it when he should have passed it, and went into the fucking Chappaquiddick River.
It didn't help that he drove off a dike bridge.
A dike bridge.
Yeah, but she was not a dyke.
Hey, yeah.
Let me take a look at this. Let me take a look at this slut.
So, real quick, happy birthday, Doc.
Alberta.
Happy birthday for your you're like in your 20s or something like that. Some shit like that.
21 plus, like with 19 years experience. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Her name was Mary Jo. Cappuccino. Wait, let's see.
What?
Kochepny? Oh.
Say that again.
Dude, Kopechne.
You can't.
Mary Jo.
You can't pronounce that.
Kopchine.
Can you? Can you not? Can you pronounce it?
No, I can't. I sound like a fucking. I'm having Tourette's. Kopchine.
Password. So, anyways, she.
Oh my god.
He drove off.
She did it.
He drove off of a dike bridge, and then he fucking. Why are you saying, "Oh my god, Mud"? You're like. Your reactions are always fucking. Go on, go ahead.
No, the National Lampoon magazine spoof ad that they ran. If Ted Kennedy drove a Volkswagen, he'd be president today.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's ruthless.
I don't get it.
Volkswagens float.
Do they really float for real? I never floated one before.
Because it's a tub. Yeah, it's a tub-based car. Because all the heater ducts and everything else ran underneath the car.
That's right, they did. It was a
dude. There's a picture of her. She could get it, even at her dead body.
She could get it. So right now, anyways, we're going back to the conspiracy theory. So the Kennedys have always been involved with I would say the underbelly, or do you want to say it's corrupt or not corrupt of how our country was run back in the day? I mean.
It's always been.
And what's funny is that I wouldn't say it's funny. I'm surprised Jack. What if this is like this big grand scheme? Because Jackie O was the only one to have come unscathed in this whole thing.
Well, I mean, not really unscathed. She watched her husband's head pop open like a fucking pimple.
Did she watch it, or did she confirm it?
Dude, she fucking watched it.
No. You don't understand. Did she watch it happening, or was she ensuring that it happened?
I'm not picking up what you're putting down.
Look how she reacted.
Dude, I can react like that. Fuck, I could freak the fuck out. What if she wanted it to happen?
Initially, she took it like a champ, jumped up out of the seat, grabbed the rest of her husband's head off the trunk of the car, and pulled it back in.
I think that's pure fight or flight. Pure adrenaline.
It had to have been.
No.
Oh my god, now the Nazi memes are flying at me.
Oh.
I did not see that coming.
Did not see that coming, huh? I know, Reich. I know, Reich.
Did you?
Did you not see this? Und ja. Und here we have
Volkswagen. Damn, you double negative that one.
Yeah, you notice that? Anyways. Yeah, I think she was implicit in some of the shit too. I think she had something to do with it. I think she had some nefarious shit. She had to have known about it.
Because her husband was slinging, and she was pissed off, so she was like, "Yeah, take him out."
I really think that she was like, she had to have known what was going on. She had to have. There was no way that there was not any knowledge of any of that shit that was happening. I mean, come on, she's in the middle of all that shit, and they had motherfuckers that didn't. There was no social media and stuff, so you actually had to hear it and write it down and all this other stuff. Yeah, I think she had knowledge. I'm not saying she was the one that was, hey, you need to do this. No, I think that freaking, I think she had some knowledge of what was going on and just was like, yeah, and then kind of like added fuel to the fire type shit.
Do you think she knew it was going to go down that way?
I think she probably knew it was going to go down. You're right. I don't think she did. I think she knew something was going to happen, but I think that there had to have been some schedule. There had to have been something to I don't know, to expedite the mission, I guess you would say, to conduct it.
So you think she was placed there as his wife?
What do you mean placed there? No, I mean,
no, they were for real married.
They were for real married, but I think personally, it was one of those things where I honestly think she had some knowledge of it, and they just told her to fucking follow it along.
That's interesting. Yeah, because she wouldn't go with, "You ain't shooting right by my fucking head, you asshole."
And the placement of where she sat, the placement of where she was sitting, that type of shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're only, of course, we're only talking about the tinfoil. We're only doing the.
There's another film that was showing the grassy knoll. I can't remember the name of the film.
Mm-hmm.
It's sketchy, but there was nobody there, like nobody. They shot. There said there were shots from the bridge or under the bridge. I think maybe old dude. Oh, I see a blue dot. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What's up, D-Max?
I'm going to say whoever's being the troll and whoever's being the fucking idiot, hey, that's my job. You steal my valor.
Oh.
I'm going to show up at your house and you're going to get fucked in the ass. I hope not on Mixer. Shit.
Yeah, you are. You're on Mixer right now.
You are totally.
Well, that is the opinion of me, nobody else.
Of course.
Stolen D-Max valor.
You just literally threatened rape to a human being.
Yeah, you just literally wanted to do some butt stuff with somebody. And you are pretty famous of getting involved in butt shenanigans with aluminum cans, right?
I'm pretty good at pulling them out, not putting them in.
Indeed.
We can fill your butthole. We can fill your butthole with water and wash our hands in it, D-Max. You have a loose tutor.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's
anyway, I'm saying whoever's trolling, come on.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be stealing fucking D-Max. Someone wants to talk some shit.
You only got to do it once, like on a Friday.
Go for it. Let me hear it. I know you're preparing, fucker. You're waiting for it. I can hear the fucking toileting around you. I can sense your toilet ambiance.
Actually, my stereo's still turned up. I was not planning on flushing.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, don't do it, turds. That's my job.
Well, thank you, D-Max. We appreciate it. So
You're welcome. You're still going to get trolled.
Go ahead. Go for it, man. I'm waiting for it. Where's the love?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I'm not doing it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, all right. Well, shit.
I swear to God, I'm not doing it.
All right. Well, fuck.
I'm going to save it for J-Rated tomorrow and do it like 4 times.
No, you're not, because we're going to send a ghost to your house.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. So what do you think about this shit with this fucking Kennedy stuff coming out, D-Max?
Honestly, I think way too much has probably been redacted that you could really make a positive conclusion.
That go on.
That's it.
No, come on.
No, you open-ended motherfucking D-Max. That the conclusion that
No, it's been way too redacted that you can make a conclusion.
You're saying there's not enough information from the redacted documents to make a conclusion of what, in other words, to fill in the blanks. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, there's 300 documents still out there.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd say something. But
Yeah, there's those out there, and you don't have them. So
we will.
They got what 60 days? No, 120 days, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, last I checked, wasn't the Kennedy documents actually sealed in the vault set for
the release
2017?
17. Yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
Okay, so all of them should have been released.
No,
Not just-
they have the president of the United States has the power to withhold for one time only 120 days.
So that the agencies can reevaluate those documents to ensure national security will not be compromised.
Yeah.
They've had 50 fucking years to figure that out.
We know
That's
that.
what everybody's screaming.
Yeah. At this point, I think everyone's been dead enough to fucking not. I mean, what are you gonna go after an old guy? You know what I mean? You're gonna go some.
I don't think anybody's
in their
still
90s?
alive.
Yeah, they're gonna be in their
that
90s.
knows about it.
Yeah, there's gonna be. So that old man that you see fucking hanging out in the National Mall, feeding the fucking pigeons, and the Lincoln Memorial is gonna be like, "Oh, come get me, bitches." You know what I mean? He's gonna. What's gonna happen? They're not. Nothing's
It's
gonna.
like they
happen.
come back with Che Guevara was the one behind it, and he's just sitting in his grave grinning.
Oh yeah, you know, I think about that. That's a good one. That's a good one too. I didn't think about.
Dude, dude, I believe the Soviets and Cuba were in cahoots with it
Oh,
too,
fuck
man.
yeah, dude.
They had some shit to do with it.
I think they did too. I mean,
Honestly, I think the SEALs or the frogmen
the,
that got fucked over at Bay of Pigs
No.
were probably the ones behind it.
No.
Nah, man.
That's what I think.
Look, me and Ice met one of those guys.
Yeah, like one of the originals.
And
Are they going to ever tell you the truth?
he said in 2 years that he can actually release
He can say
missions that they do.
He can
they
say,
did.
Yep, 2 years he can release the shit.
He'll tell us everything he
About 2
fucking
years
did.
ago?
No, dude, this was this
No,
year he told us
yeah.
this.
I mean, well, we gotta make sure his PERSEC secure because we want fucking, we want nobody. to
He's a
fucking-
cool motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, you don't want to give away anything.
So,
I honestly think it was probably the SEALs.
yeah, it's too. That's kind of like an out there thing. I'm trying to see where this. I'm trying to draw that line to connect from the Frogman. The
What
old UDT
what would the
guys to
SEALs
that.
have to gain?
That's what I'm saying. What was the reason why?
Yeah.
They were pissed.
Nah, guys back in the day weren't like the guys now. Fucking would cry on fucking social media for getting butthurt in the military. These guys back in the day were kind
Okay,
of solid about
think
shit
of the guy that bombed that building in Oklahoma.
Dude, Timothy McVeigh
Yeah.
was that was alt-right shit. Well, how dare I say alt-right? He watched Waco happen, and he watched the FBI fuck over those people in Waco and burn them
So
alive and
maybe it
shit.
should have just been one of the SEALs.
No, dude, no.
No, I don't even think that either, man. That's not a. No, I can't.
McVeigh was a ranger.
I was trying to draw. He was 11 Mike. He was a mech infantry guy. I was trying.
Oh, I thought he went ranger.
He was mechanical. Whatever.
I was trying to make a. I'm trying to. I got my whiteboard in front of me, and I'm trying to draw the line from where DMAX just said SEALs to all the other web.
I'm
of
trying to
shit.
bridge the gap.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I can't. That line can't get drawn, and you're just talking about. The shit that happened in the Bay of Pigs wasn't just all CIA. They were mostly CIA guys, and some of the UDT guys were trained. Yes, they were trained in Key West, but that was just trained. I mean, then they were off on their own. That's kind of hard, man. I would say maybe because again,
It's a hard conclusion. It's a far fetched, but that's the one that I've always went to.
You're giving the Navy too much credit. I'm sorry. All right, man. Thanks.
Hey, it only takes one good shooter.
Yeah, exactly. All right, brother. Have a good one.
But
No, I got other people calling up.
Enjoy.
Talk to you later. Damn it. No.
Megan's calling me too.
Okay, later, bud. God damn it. Call back, Pooks. But anyways,
I don't see any UDT
yeah,
at all.
No, I don't see it either.
Yeah.
Not.
And that's UDT days.
I mean, UDT days of. I mean, it's kind of hard to. Again, I'm looking at I'm doing the mental whiteboard in my head and trying to draw those conclusions. I can't, dude. There is no.
Yeah, it doesn't make any. There's no motive.
No, there's no motive at all. I mean, some of the history that they've been through, they were so, like I was saying before, man. These guys were, Korean, Vietnam War type of shit, and then I don't know, man. It just didn't. That's too. Again, guys back in the day didn't seek revenge for some shit like that. You know what I mean?
They took it to the woodline,
Yeah.
but yeah, military men, but politicians and dirty crook fuckers. Now they would for sure do some crooked, and they did.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of, I don't know, nah, I can't draw that. I can't draw that line, man. It's hard.
Waco was an inside job. That's what Pookie's saying.
Oh,
I think so too.
Well, being the fact that back in the day, I was stationed at Fort Hood at the time of Waco and flew around that area when it was happening, I think there was a lot more going on in Waco than what we'd like to believe because, I think what it was is that some of the, since we're talking about David Koresh and the Branch Davidians, there was just too, there was something else to the point. There was no way this dude, I don't know, this guy was able to stave off ATF agents and shit. You know what I mean? This guy was able to fucking, I mean, there was women and kids and there's just, you just see some of the people that in there that didn't look like they were trained to do that type of shit. You know what I mean? And they,
they're making a new show about that.
and they fought off guys that were breaching the guy. You know what I mean? They were fucking dudes up. You were on live TV watching guys getting shot through the fucking walls and the windows, getting dragged and then getting sniped as they were getting dragged. I mean, they were fucking them up. And I really don't think there's any way that, I don't know, that I think there's something more to that. I mean, I can't pin on it, but obviously that there's something more than that. But now the only thing I can really say about freaking, the UDTs, man, I don't know. That's really
far-fetched.
Yeah, that's really too much of a stretch. I could see maybe the CIA, like I said, because those guys did some of the training over there anyways. But the Bay of Pigs, that was kind of a, that was kind of an event where it was specifically a CIA sponsored, because the CIA trains paramilitary guys too, and they have some dudes that were doing that shit, and that was it. They were getting some of the indigenous personnel there to do this fucking operation, and I don't know, man.
It coincides with the Gulf of Tonkin, how it was a fucking whole lie.
Yeah, exactly. It was the false flag type shit and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it just, I don't know, man. It's just, to me, I mean, 1,400 dudes divided into the fucking different regiments and units and shit like that, and then they fucking went out and did it, and then some fucking bombers provided some support, and the next thing you know, they're like, turn away. I guess this is not going to get too crazy, and we're going to go ahead and stop it. And then the next thing you know, what did it end up doing? It ended up propelling fucking Castro into a fucking powerful hero. Like, see, I fought off the United States. You know what I mean? I fought off America. And then, just the whole fucking thing. And then, of course, that's immediately after the Bay of Pigs was the Cuban Missile Crisis, the fucking bullshit going on in Latin America. More shit with, there's just so much shit, like you said. I think there was more Latin America, Cuba, KGB shit. I mean, because think about it. There were just, how far is fucking Cuba from the most southern tip of fucking Florida? It's like 60 miles or some shit like that.
90 miles.
Yeah,
90 miles.
90 miles.
So think about it. Think how Crazy Ivan was that close to Florida.
Yeah.
He was that fucking close. You don't think those motherfuckers posed as white people? Because, Russians and Germans were trained to hide their accents. They were trained to hide their accents.
Oh, yes, the spycraft.
Yeah.
Dude, that whole fucking world intrigues the shit out of me.
Yeah, so it's one of those things to where that you would say, "Hi, how's it going?" "Oh, dude, hey, where you from?" "Oh, just hanging out here down in Plantation, Florida." And then next thing he's on the phone going, talking backwards and shit like all fucking Russians speak. That's how they sound like to me. They sound like they're speaking backwards. I'm like, what?
Oh, I took my computer to a Russian.
Oh, dude, man. Yeah, your shit's hacked.
Oh, snap. I guess if we know anything happens to the station, we know why.
Yep. Your shit's fucking hacked. Collusion.
Oh. Niet.
Yet. Collusion.
Holy fuck. Oh, I'm going to be. Oh, no.
We're going to get fucking.
Russian ghost.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to get Russian ghost tomorrow. So, hey, tell us about your show tomorrow.
I'm having a guy named Greg, an old first arm. What's his last name, Mom?
Stevens.
It's your fucking show,
Oh,
dude.
Greg
Come on.
Stevens.
Yeah, Greg Stevens.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I just lost my thought. He's a
Russians. Go ahead.
He is a he's a ghost hunter. A for real ghost hunter. He's old first arm. And we're gonna get on the show because I'm all about that spooky shit.
Yeah, dude. Can't wait.
I don't know if I believe in it. I just don't know. I've heard some crazy cool stories over the years, and I want to believe in it. And the idea of it freaks me the fuck out. Like if there was a ghost behind me, like, yeah, I'd be freaked the fuck out. But I've never really experienced anything. I've just spooked myself.
So do you get spooked out like when you think about that shit? I mean, I'm gonna turn off all the lights and fucking listen to the show.
Like exorcisms and shit like that, dude. The movies get me.
Fuck
Like,
yeah, dude. This shit's real.
I don't buy it because like the whole religion thing.
So wait, what do you mean? You don't have to be religious not to fucking see that shit happening.
Yeah.
You don't.
I've
have
never
to be
seen
religious.
it, dude.
That's
I've
what I'm
never
saying.
seen it.
You-
I've seen what drugs do to fucking people, turn them into the fucking exorcist.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's just because they're tweaking. But I'm talking about like I'm talking about like fucking like straight up fucking like real paranormal events where you freaking. I like watching paranormal stories. I like watching anything paranormal.
Yeah.
I love watching.
Me
that shit.
too. I
And then-
fucking love it.
Yeah.
Because it freaks me out is the element of the unknown.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I don't know shit, and
Exactly.
there's a power beyond me.
Yeah, exactly that, and that's exactly it. And then, or you're watching the ones where they like got a hallway, and there's like a paint can and a ladder, and then the paint can tips over and then rolls on its own and then stops in the middle of the hallway. Ooh, I love that shit. Fucking love that shit.
I have got a video of my old house, and there's no fan or anything, and the floor is level, and there's this Coke bottle, and there's nothing in it, and this bitch is just rolling back and forth. I took video of it, back and forth, stop, back and forth, stop, and then that bitch just like scoots across.
Oh wow!
And I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm not laughing at you, Jerry. I'm laughing that somebody put in the mixer chat that said their favorite sex position is the JFK. I splatter all over her while she screams and tries to get out of the car.
Damn!
I love it.
Too soon?
Good job.
Oh my
It's only
god,
been 50 years or more.
that's so
Oh,
gangster.
man, that-
Coffee camera 19. You get a sticker.
Yeah, you should get a
That-
sticker.
That's a gold star for you, buddy.
God
No, but-
damn, that was tight.
Yeah, but don't you think that
Oh.
there's freaking? But don't you think? Like I said, it's. I look at all those videos and these guys, and you know me, I have a background in fucking forensic fucking media and shit, and I can freaking pick apart a damn video, and I can pull metadata, and I can look at resolution. I could tell somebody sent some shit to the main page today, and I looked at it, I'm like, Photoshop. They're like, they don't know what to do. They're like, yeah, it's fucking Photoshop, dude. Fucking give me them shits. Because, Facebook strips a lot of the fucking data off of it and then before you get it. But yeah, dude, I said, email me that shit. Nah, fucking bullshit. It was fucking fake. And then he admitted that it was fake. So some of that shit I could tell. You could totally, you know what I mean? I just look for, like, I'm the guy that watches a movie that has CGI and special effects and notice that there was something out of sync. Or...
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. I hate fucking watching a movie, and then I'm like, I will forever. That's why my friends get mad at me when I watch movies with them. Can't watch a movie with you, man. You fucking always talk about that.
the best CGI ever made was this brand new Planet of the Apes movie. Best CGI ever. Period.
Oh, you're talking about the mocap stuff? Yeah, I think it was good too.
Holy fuck, it was amazing.
Yeah.
But like this, like getting a fucking spirit. Goddamn, what's it called?
Yeah, getting possessed.
Yeah, that's the word. Getting possessed and shit, that really attracts me. It really does. Like that freaks me the fuck out. If I walk into the fucking house and I see a bitch just like up in the top corner of the fucking ceiling and the wall, just hanging there like a spider and shit.
Yeah, she's got like long
I
black
would-
hair and a fucking white gown or some shit stained
I
all
would
over and shit.
lose my
Yeah.
fucking mind.
I'd open
man.
up. I'd open
Like-
up.
It's called
full my-
spectrophilia.
I would fucking open up my magazine on that bitch.
Yeah, I would straight dump loads all day, and I would fucking throw it at her. I would kick at her. I'd spit and scream, and a little bit. I am not the type to run away. I'll fight, but I don't know if you can fight a goddamn ghost bitch. I just I just don't. You see him on the movies slinging motherfuckers. I'm gonna put all my weight into it too when I
You know
punch
what?
this bitch.
You know what? And you want when you think about it too, you ever see movies or anything about dudes doing that shit? It's always women. It's always spirits of women that.
The
fuck
reason
people
being
up.
because they're weaker. I mean, I'm not saying that as in like a plight
A
against
sexist
women.
term?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
They are
Go ahead, Weinstein.
weaker. They're more clean of spirit in some cases, and they go to easier
The last-
targets.
The last movie made about a male ghost was the movie Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg and Patrick Swayze.
Oh my god!
There is a movie
Really?
on Netflix called The Possession or something of Michael Ross or some shit like that. It's about a dude and he's like he was trying to do some swinging shit or whatever, and he goes to this couple and they like tie him up and do like this Satanist fucking thing. He thought it was BDSM, but it was the devil. And like they throw fucking spirit off in him and he goes fucking crazy. The story of Michael King or something like that. I think it's that. The Possession of Michael King. I think that's what it is. But it's about a dude. It's pretty good. Like the movie The Conjuring and shit like that.
Oh, I love that movie, dude.
That fucked me up.
Or the one that fucked me up was Insidious, about the little kid.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
you know
dude.
I can astral project, right?
Well, I mean, I have my own projector too, but what is? I don't know what this has. Oh, you're talking about like astral project, like fucking spiritual.
I can leave my body while I'm sleeping.
Oh wow! I mean, never done
But
that.
I don't know enough. I don't know enough. I know what I don't know, and I don't go far from my body. But like I'm still connected to a tether. I don't know if that's what this shaman has told me. He's like, I'm connected to a tether. He's like, there's a blockage in your fucking psyche that is keeping that tether attached, but
Heath
it's
says
keeping you safe at the same time.
Heath said it's the possession of Rick Ross. Is that the movie?
Oh, I'm looking at it. It's the Possession of Michael King.
Yeah.
It's not Rick Ross.
No.
That's
Rick Ross is a drug dealer in Miami.
Fuck you, Heath. You having stolen fucking fake news shit to the guys?
No, not a charge of possession by Rick Ross.
Oh,
Not possession. Like you googling it wrong, motherfucker.
Way to go,
Oh my
Heath.
god.
Way to
It's
go,
not
Heath.
a possession charge.
Stop being so
You
narcissistic.
fucking-
Stop being narcissistic. Keith. Heath.
Oh, it's another one of them found footage horror films.
Yeah, it's
Yo,
found foot.
Blair
Yeah.
Witch Project fucked me up.
Second one was way better, dude. Have you seen the second one?
Which one?
No, the first one fucked me up.
Dude, the second one is 100,000 times better because the witch, you see this bitch, holy fuck if that's not the scariest thing on the planet. And like old women freak me out.
Oh,
I don't like them. They scare me. And Blair Witch Project 2 was fucking good. Like real good.
Really?
Hell yeah. Super good.
Those are on the first one.
I don't know. I just didn't get into it. Like, I don't know. It just.
No, the ending of the first one fucked me up for weeks.
Oh, well, it's because that bitch was fucking screaming like crazy, and then the camera was jerking around, so.
I got bored with it.
No, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, you gotta think about it. That whole genre. I think about it now as a I mean, when you first fucking watched that shit, you're like, "What the fuck's all about?" I didn't want to go to fucking. And what's funny is that one of my exes is from Maryland and near that fucking area, so that shit was fucking. That's why me and one of my exes get along great. I don't fuck around with that shit. Hi, Ice, do you want to come over? No, I'm good. Let's get a drink. No, I'm all right. When was the last time you paid child support? I don't have to pay it anymore, but I'll keep paying. You know what I mean? Fucking, no way.
Want to go for a walk in the woods? No.
No, dude, and the woods scared the fuck out of me like that. It's kind of weird because when you watch the movie, when you're like that and you're watching that shit, and its scenario is different. But when you're in like, I don't know, when you're fucking in the field doing shit, you're kind of like laughing and giggling around. You don't think about stuff like that until somebody goes, dude, this is just like Jason. Shut the fuck up. And all of a sudden you hear somebody in the background go, ch, 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 you know? So, but yeah, the Blair Witch stuff kind of kept going and going and going. So, Throw Mama in the Train. No, what was the one that was, I'll See You in Hell, I'll Burn You in Hell, or whatever. The one in the end of the movie, spoiler alert, where that fucking chick sees that little fucking thing and then she ends up getting pulled into the fucking ground at the end of the movie, and that was it. She got pulled into the ground. I can't remember what that was called. I Got Your Soul.
Is it with the white noise?
I can't remember. Yeah, it was like fucking totally back in the day. I can't remember what it was called.
I'll See You in My Dreams?
No. See, a lot of them too have those types of titles. Ice's ex-wife. When you forget to pay child support. Why are you getting divorced?
Worst scary movie of all time is M. Night Shyamalan. Where they're like back in the day and they hear the fucking sounds in the woods.
The Village?
Oh, worst movie ever.
Oh, The Village was like I kind of saw that coming.
It was a car horn. It was a fucking car horn.
Yeah, it was just kind of like, it was kind of, I think had he portrayed it a little bit better. I told you that one freaking crazy ass, gory ass movie, Green Inferno.
You dickhead.
What?
Jay.
What?
He dropped the picture in freaking Skype chat.
Oh, really? Hang on.
That's that fucking that new witch in Blair Witch, bro.
No, fuck that shit.
Dude,
yes, I have seen that.
That
you say that's in the modern day time.
Oh yeah,
it's like Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that one.
If I don't sleep tonight, I'm fucking driving up there and kicking your ass.
Really, dude? You really get freaking that freaky and shit?
Facebook Live it if you do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, put that on Facebook Live with the fucking NVG filter and shit of you sleeping. And then we just and then watch it over and shit again in the middle of the night. And we're just like,
oh, it's dude, going down.
There's just like when you saw it when we watched Paranormal Activity 4, the one with the fucking Kinect, with the Xbox Kinect. Xbox,
I love those.
The Xbox said that had a contribution to its slumping sales during the time that movie came out because everybody didn't want to fucking get it because they were freaking the fuck out about it because of that little scene where you see the demon hanging out with the kid, and you'd see the kid in the middle of the night walking and talking to the demon, and the demon would pet him, and they walk back in the middle of the night, and then, man, fucking, I love that paranormal shit, dude. I fucking love.
Speaking of which, Xbox finally ended everything with Kinects.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's done.
Motherfucker scared the fuck out of me when it walks in. Hi, eyes. Because, Cortana. I didn't know about the Cortana shit. You wish to activate Cortana? Yeah, sure. I know what it was. And you walk in, it's got that motion sensing shit. Good morning, eyes.
Fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you, bitch.
Hello?
that Kinect went right out the fucking door.
It used to look through your clothes and see your pecker.
What? What are you talking about?
Like their first iteration of it and everything, when they were trying to figure it out, like it would look through your clothes and it would see your pecker. It would like his X-ray, and this dude was trying to he was in fucking Tokyo or wherever the fuck they were, and he had all like the business guys over in a meeting or whatever. They're like, yeah, this is a live stream from this guy with the Kinect over there, and like it was a little bit dark. And it was X-raying through his clothes.
No
and
shit.
He was chubbing it out for all these business execs. And they're like, oh, all we can look at is your cock.
Really?
That's pretty great.
I don't know that.
Funny.
What fucking
Aliens scared the fuck out of me.
Well, which ones?
Some ghost hunters actually use it for motion detection.
I was just about to say they do. Oh, you can ask Versart tomorrow if he does that. What does he use? Man, I can't wait for that shit. Does he have any videos and shit of what he does? He's got to have videos, man.
About to find out. I'm going to find out what the fuck's going on. and I want to find out if ghosts is real. And aliens like what's that fucking city in Alaska? Nome, Alaska.
Oh, that
they
was
had
the fourth kind.
Oh my god, that fucked me up. You didn't even have to see the little fuckers, man.
Yeah, and I never want to look at those owls again. Every time I see Harry Potter thing, I want to fucking shoot the fucking owls because that's what they use as the gray.
Yeah,
as the grays. That shit.
But there's stories about that
yeah,
shit.
That's
though.
that freak. The fuck. You know what? I was never because I thought, oh, how cute. And then I saw that movie, dude. Every time I saw one of those fucking owls, fuck that, dude. Fuck that.
A big white owl.
Yeah, I was just like, nah.
White owls matter.
Yeah. Oh my god. No, I don't think so. But no. Again, I just don't like the fact that people like to hang. Not what is it? You know what I mean? Like you were saying, Jay Reddy, you don't want to believe it. You say it gets into the religion aspect, but then you want to know what the fuck is it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really want to fucking see it, and I've asked people like, I really want to see an exorcism.
Yeah.
And like when I was taking comparative religion in college, like I really want to see it, and they're like, no, you fucking don't. I'm like, yeah, I really fucking do. Like the movie The Rite with Anthony Hopkins, where he's a priest, and he's got this this beginner priest, I guess, and he's like, you want to see a real fucking exorcism? And he shows him, and it's like, I want to see shit like that.
Yeah. I want to see that.
I don't buy it, man. I guess I'm too jaded with the movies, and I'm so into them. I don't know, man. It just seems like, take me back into the times of Attila the Hun, or fucking who was Dracula?
Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, Vlad. I want to fucking like take me back in time and just put me in the field where he fucked all those guys up, and I just want to see it. And then okay, maybe, but just
I might believe it, but
they're saying Vlad the Impaler literally himself impaled hundreds of thousands of people.
Turks.
Yeah,
mostly Turks, Islams. Hiked them up.
I just don't see it.
Yep.
But I mean, those days, just think about like, okay, I grew up in southern Mississippi, going up to like Vicksburg and shit, and going to the old Civil War sites and stuff like that at night, and trying the Ouija board and shit. And I've always been so fascinated with this world.
You fuck with Ouija boards, man? Fuck that, bro.
Yeah, dude, I have.
Nope.
I've done all of it.
Nope, no.
That's Cajun country.
No,
voodoo.
no.
Yeah, no.
Saying Scary Mary in a mirror 3 times, or Biggie Smalls 3 times in a mirror, and a fucking that's fucking different. But that
Scary Mary.
Did you just say Biggie Smalls?
Yeah. Fucking, you want to watch? Yeah, I don't want to fucking. No, fuck no. That's one thing I will not. I don't want to fuck. I don't want to fuck with that Ouija board.
Why
shit, man.
though? Why though?
It's just that it is one of those things that opens shit that I'm not familiar with. You know what I mean?
How do you know
The toy
though?
company makes it.
No, I don't know what it opens up. It could open up something that I can't fucking control. So if I were to fuck with Ouija board, and with my luck, I'm just saying because of me, like I'm the kind of guy that will walk around, stub my toe, knock over baby ice, and then throw fucking chicken wings all over the floor, and then slip on them, and then on my back, and then next bam, I look up and there's baby
The doorbell will ring and all of his ex-wives will walk through the door at the same time.
That's exactly. That's all my. And then the next thing you know, the cops will come arrest me for fucking back child support that I've already paid, but everybody knows how they fucking. Anyways, but yeah, that'd be my luck.
It's ransom.
So it'd be my luck. It would just so happen that I'd do the fucking Ouija sneegee, and then the next thing you know, my ass is fucking figuring some shit out, and then I'd be like, oh, it's beautiful, and the next thing you know, and I'm like, and then I'd be opening up fucking, because I'll be grabbing it, because I got weapons all over my house, and I'm just like, baby eyes, here, go, and then we'd be fucking doing the drill, pew, 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 and then, you know,
Never be wild,
yeah,
man.
exactly, let's go.
Why can't I see you with baby ice strapped to your back and him toting a freaking cig?
What are you talking about? He's not on my back, he's in the front, he's hanging off the front, just baby dangling and shit. He's got his own little pistols.
See, like I did it in high school, like the Ouija board, and where my parents lived, like it was wooded area. This was kind of like back when like Blair Witch first came out. And then when you go into this wooded area, like, I mean, it's acres of wooded, of woods. And like, there's this area, it's kind of like a field, like a pasture. And we all just, like, me and my friends, like a big group of us, we were doing it. And like, all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, we had winds just rush in.
Oh,
Sky,
see?
yeah. And we all fucking screamed and hightailed it out of
I
there.
would freak the fuck out. I would. Well, I mean, if there's property you want to get out of and you want to fucking, you want to burn it down or have some damage or whatever, man, bro.
When I was like 22, there was this girl. It was Halloween time, and there's this girl that she was like super freaked out about fucking anything, and I have a fucking affinity for scaring people. I love scaring people so much. It is one of my passions in life, and I take great pride in scaring people. So we come up with this elaborate plan, and she's all this spiritual shit. She's like super spiritual, and she believes in all this shit hardcore. Like, she invests a lot of time into thinking about it. So we're like, all right, we're gonna fuck with her. So we get a Ouija board, and like we put the candles up and everything like that. And we had this washing machine that was kind of janky. So it was like, if you close it just a little bit, after a while it will fucking just doom, it will fall open and slam open. And it's pretty terrifying if you don't know what's going on. So we kind of just cock it open and we start doing this Ouija board, and she's like, you have to tell it goodbye. And I was just fucking with her. I insist we don't tell it goodbye. Fuck that motherfucking thing. She's like, I have to tell it goodbye. I was like, no. And as soon as I fucking did that, that goddamn the dishwasher just slams open, and she fucking starts crying, pisses herself, and I was just so elated. I laughed so hard, and it was so fucking good, man. That is the time. It's trick or treat, motherfucker. Exorcism of Filipino. I don't believe in if you cannot possess somebody in a different language. I don't give a fuck what you say.
That is National Geographic.
Yeah, that's straight up. That's straight. Yeah, whatever. No, I'm talking about that shit. Nah, fuck that. I am not. Nope. If someone says, "Hey, Ice, you want to hang? Yeah, I want to come over for dinner." Yeah, I mean, I'll come hang out for dinner. Hey, what's going on? You can I bring my kid, or you got kids too, so they can hang out or something like that. Yeah, we'll hang out or whatever. And it's time for some woo woo woo, and she's like, "Hey, do you want to, That's why fucking Wiccans scare me sometimes. I love Wiccans. I hang out with some Wiccans. I know me some Wiccans, and it's just when they start freaking asking, "Hey, do you want me to do this for you?" No. You're like, I'm thinking like the butterfly effect type shit, where you think something's gonna go right, but yeah, cast me a spell that's gonna make me a lot of money, but then you realize that it's gonna be somebody fucking he's gonna die for it type shit. That'd be my luck.
Yeah.
And so I'm always afraid about when someone says, "Hey, I can do this for you to make you feel." No, get the fuck away from me with that shit. And that's why I'm afraid, because I mean, that was, believe it or not, that is the only thing. It's that portal shit, like you were talking about before, Jerry. It's that portal shit. You don't know, man.
If you can close it.
If you don't know, if you can
close exactly. You don't know what you're gonna open and if you're gonna be able to shut that shit back up.
Yeah, I mean, if you could fidget spin the fucking Thelio on that fucking Ouija board to shut it, then fuck yeah, I'd fucking be more than happy to open it up and go, yeah, it's pretty cool. Fucking close it, But if you do some shit like that and no one's going to be able to help you out, then you're going to be running around with your fucking all covered in blood and shit because the chick got peeled in half trying to fucking close a motherfucker for you. I don't think so.
Now, have you guys watched the shows like Paranormal Activity and Ghost Hunters?
Yeah. I watch all that shit. I watch it all the fucking time.
Like, have you seen them talk about the bar Bobby Mackey's in Kentucky?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I've been there. Like that was like our go-to drunk. Like you walk in there, and I've always been kind of like hesitant on this whole paranormal stuff. But like when you walk in there, your hair like stands up.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty. I won't say freaky, but pretty interesting. I mean, it's a great place to hang out and have drinks and watch a live band. And then there's like this one corner you would go into where there's a pool table, and it's just like you just feel like something's watching you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when you go in the bathrooms.
Yeah, well, I mean,
The camera is in the bathroom.
Yeah, but if I want to go in there,
besides that.
but if I want to go in there and I want to get drunk, see, that's a bar is kind of like bar's haunted. A bar's haunted. Can't take that real seriously when you say a bar is haunted, because I'm gonna get drunk and I'll probably laugh at the motherfucker. You know what I mean? And the ice, what happened to all your hair? Your teeth are falling out, dude. You know, I'd be fucking drunk as shit. Bah, motherfucker, you think you can scare me? Bah, dude, what happened to your fucking tongue? It's going away. You know, you know what I mean? Something fuck me up. You know, so. Now that shit right there freaks me the fuck out.
I want to have sex with a ghost.
Oh.
Oh. Woo woo ghost. Woo woo boo.
No shit. How cool would it be?
Does that even happen?
I've heard it.
I don't know. Well,
It's a concubine, I think.
Well, I mean, think about it. If you're going to see, that's the thing.
Hold on.
And why is they all got to be all fucking ugly ghosts and shit?
Oh, spectrophilia is the sexual attraction to ghosts or sexual arousal from the images and mirrors.
What? No, I don't want to fuck
I
my
don't
own
know.
image.
These images that I'm looking right now are definitely not arousing.
And I had that one chick. They're like chicks. They're all in like their flowing gowns and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, why can't I get Marilyn Monroe's ghost, get up on my jock, and like
and sing
let's
happy,
get presidential with this.
Yeah, exactly. Sing happy birthday. Do you want the seal?
And then, like, at the end, you see President Kennedy's head blown off.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And Jesus Christ.
Well, he's dead, man. What the fuck, dude? That's
So
the fucking 60s,
fucked.
man. Now there's more. I'm reading more. I got a PM. There's more shit that Lee Harvey Oswald was in Tampa, Florida, before fucking because he landed in Florida in Tampa, which is why they have Kennedy Boulevard in Tampa, named after him. Because he landed at MacDill Air Force Base, and he was seen. Reports were seen at. Wow, dude, man. See, fucking shit's getting great. It's succubus. Yeah, shit's getting fucking deeper. I love the tinfoil hat shit, man. I like this fucking shit. It's awesome.
It's fun.
You know, it's like peeling. It's almost like finally knowing what it's like to go in the NCO club. That's like,
yeah.
Wow. It's like, wow, this is or you know, because I'm a dad and I do this all the time anyways because I don't trust people. When you go into the girls' bathroom, wow, where's the couch? You know what I mean? Because rumor has it that because I take my daughter into the girls' bathroom because fucking nowadays you don't know what's going in the bathroom. So I go in there and the ladies are like, I'm bringing my fucking daughter in here. What's funny is when I bring the whole tribe in there with me. So I have Baby Ice and Princess Ice with me. And Princess Ice is laughing at me because I'm using the changing table and like, are you embarrassed, Dad? Are you embarrassed? And she's saying this in the freaking bathroom. So it's like one of those secret things you can't believe you're walking into something that is so forbidden. That's the way I see the paranormal shit and the Kennedy shit is like. It's forbidden. It's forbidden. You're not supposed to see it. You're not supposed to touch it, look it, and go, wow, that's the girls' bathroom. That's the way I feel about fucking Kennedy shit. I was like,
Yo,
wow.
I heard they got like couches and stuff.
No,
in there.
no. All the girl bathrooms that I've been into, taking the kids in there to fucking handle it, and it's not. Everyone's like, "Whoa, you perv, dude." I'm not perving. Trust me. When Baby Ice has a destructive blast of fucking diaper, there is no fucking perversion going on, or I'm not looking at chicks taking a leak because they're all fucking stalls and shit, and they're laughing at me because I'm embarrassed as fuck. I'm bright fucking red walking in there. But it's like the forbidden. It's the forbidden shit. You know what I mean? It's like the forbidden. It is the forbidden room that you're not supposed to go into. It's like, ooh, what's in there? Ooh, it's the bathroom. Ooh, it's the girls' bathroom. Or you're just like, ooh, the Kennedy files. Let's open them up. Ooh, God, he was a fucking.
They got weed tampon dispensers in this motherfucker.
Fucking dude, why are these bitches tripping when they're coming out? It's all been an act. But oh man.
Just trying to solve the mystery why girls go to the bathroom together.
They're Bass and the P.
Yeah, exactly. They're like fucking whatever. So
SP.
Yeah, exactly, cause women don't fart or shit until you hear it. Then you're like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? No, it ruins it's like ruining the image of women already. Women
They're
don't
vaping with their cooters.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, are you fucking for real? Are you pushing all that out? Is that what you've been holding? Is that why y'all hang out in the bathroom? Queefing and crapping at the same fucking time. So.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit. Fuck. I'm just over time just bullshitting. Hang on.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go to bed. I gotta go to work in the morning.
Hang on. Let me do some management Here, let me go. What am I looking at for fucking for the cut sheets? Did I get a cut sheet tonight? You know, I haven't even looked at it.
You probably should have.
Yeah, I got one. Today is the 20. For tomorrow, we have, again, of course, Greg Stevens from RIP, R.I.P., Research and Investigations of the Paranormal, with our truly J. Ready, the J. Hizzle. Yeah, for sure. He's a retired first sergeant who started investigating paranormal events all throughout the state of Texas, and he'll be on to talk about his organization and his team, what they do, and the things they've experienced. God, I can't wait. I'm going to shut the lights off, put everything like in a green hue, and it's like a perfect fucking pre-Halloween show. Halloween. Through to November, West Sergeant's time. I have Dave Corlow from the Journey Home Project. The project is used to develop and produce video and television program and raise awareness of the sacrifices made by the men and women serving in the U.S. military and utilize these assets in raising funds to help our returning men and women. Obviously, we know that during the service, the risks of the lives to defend our freedom, and when they come home, the challenge of them to re-assimilate back into the world is how can I say this? Is usually hampered by the fact that they've come into an environment that is so tranquil after going through a bunch of shit. You don't realize when you come back from a deployment, you're like not even an 8-hour plane ride, and you just left the fucking suck and everything, and then the next thing you know, it's people are looking at you like you're fucked up. So, oh, and next, I'll sound like fucking Quagmire Kitty. 3 November, Friday, Kevin and a model from Girls Gone Grunt. I don't know who's this model.
He has not gotten back with me on which model is going to do it, but there will be a model.
Indeed.
I hope she's dumb.
Why would you say that? It might be one of the chicks that work with him.
I'm looking at some of them right now. I mean, they're blonde and all.
Oh man, dude! See, did you just?
Son?
I'm about to say you're saying that right in front of freaking.
Oh shit!
I want to say.
Oh, us gingers are just fucked. Sorry,
I
that's
don't know.
all.
I've come across some like brunettes that are pretty idiots. Much idiots. I don't know, like if it's just bottled brunette or what. But yeah.
Again, happy birthday, Doc. Thanks for calling us, old GI. That was good shit. Glad you talked to us. Project Overwatch.
Yeah, man. Great to hear from you.
War Horses for Veterans. And, of course, the Veterans Report with Jim Cannon and KHB 94.1 and 620. Yeah, other than that, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for letting me come on here and fucking tear up Friday Night Freedom. This has been fun. Dude, dude, this time's fucking flown. Holy shit. We only talked about 2 things.
I think so.
We only talked about the Kennedy shit and fucking ghosts and scary movies.
JFK and screwing ghosts.
Yeah, screwing ghosts. Yeah, exactly.
And weed tampons.
And weed tampons, indeed. You must get the weed. So, anyhow, y'all have a good one. And, again, if you guys want to listen to some tunes or something like that, go to mixer.com and /WTF Nation Radio. And you got to think about every platform and just put it up a fucking / and a WTF Nation Radio next to it. So if you go to Twitter /WTF Nation Radio, if you go to Facebook /WTFNR, if you go to Instagram /fucking WTF Nation Radio, fucking easy shit. Mixer /WTF Nation Radio, 2 fucking easy. All them tweets and twits and fucking Instagrams, IGs, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Because I am representing of the giving my cue card because of Trump, and I'm trying to say like I'm not trying to swallow a stump. Yeah, that's what he sounded like. That's what he sounded like to me. That's what he sounded like to me.
Down like Forrest Gump.
Yeah, because I'm down like Forrest Gump and trying to get bubble gump.
Keep it plump.
Keep it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What the hell is that lump?
Yeah, exactly. All right. Y'all have a good one. And thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. So take it sleazy. See you. See shouts and shouts.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
So I decided just to beat this spin. I've been trying to make an attempt to fit, but I just can't admit or come to grips with the fact that I may be done with rap. I need a new outlet, and I know some shit's so hard to swallow, but I just can't sit back and wallow in my own sorrow. But I know one fact, I'll be one tough act to follow. One tough act to follow. I'll be one tough act to follow. Here today, gone tomorrow, but you'd have to walk 1,000 miles.
I never thought I'd die alone. Another 6 months I'll be unknown. Give all my things to all my friends. You'll never step foot in my room again. You'll close it off, board it up. Remember the time that I spilled the cup of apple juice in the hall. Please tell Mom this is not her fault.
Lose my sense of humor. Everything's so tense and gloom. I almost feel like I gotta check the temperature of the room just as soon as I walk in. It's like all eyes on me, so I try to avoid any eye contact. Cause if I do that, then it opens the door for conversation like I want that. I'm not looking for extra attention. I just wanna be just like you. Blend in with the rest of the room. Maybe just point me to the closest restroom. I don't need no fucking man serving trying to hold me around and pick my ass. Laugh at every single joke I crack, and half of them ain't even funny like that. Marshall, you're so funny, man. You should be a comedian, goddamn. Unfortunately, I am. I just hide behind the tears of a clown. So why don't you all sit down? Listen to the tale I'm about to tell. Yeah, we don't gotta trade our shoes. We don't gotta walk no down. Nobody asked for life to deal us with these bullshit ends with doubt. We gotta take these cards ourselves and flip them. Don't expect no help. Now I could have either just sat on my ass and pissed and moaned, or take the situation in which I'm placed in and flip and eat my own. I was never the type of kid to win, but I know him pack his bag. Just sat on a porch and hoped and prayed for a dad that struggle never did. I just wanted to fit in every single place. Every school I went, I dreamed of being that cool kid, even big man acting stupid. And no, always told me keep making that face and it gets stuck like that. Meanwhile I'm just standing there holding my tongue, trying to talk like that. Till I stuck my tongue on that frozen stop sign for 8 years old. I learned my lesson then, cause I wasn't trying to impress my friends no more. But I already told you my whole life story, not just based on my description. Where you see it from where you're sitting, it's probably 110% different. I guess we would have to walk a mile in each other's shoes at least. What size you wear? I wear 10s. Let's see if you can reach your feet.
This is WTF Nation Radio.
I look
this room, and I see nothing but untapped potential.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
You have potential. You have... Oh, boy.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.